as head coach.
Well, it matters in the big picture, but for Jackson Dart, this is his first loss. Not great. It's awful, actually, performance. This defense did not help themselves fundamentally. Just didn't give themselves a chance. I mean, you get big plays, negative plays, and then you turn around and gift it with an extra bonus.
McKee takes a knee on a 3rd and 11, and then a couple calls don't go your way. You drop a pass on a 3rd down at the 5-yard line, and it turns into a rout. And the Philadelphia Eagles literally run over the Giants with Barkley going for 150, Bigsby going for 104. I think the thing that really summed up this game, Carl, you got a sack. They had 2nd and 26. You're still within shouting distance, and you give up 29 yards on a draw on the very next play.
Yeah, and then you got your best player who's in coverage, and he's looking at the quarterback and letting his coverage run right by him. Then he trips over his own guy. I mean, it's...
So the final score, the Philadelphia Eagles defeat the Giants 38-20. All the post-game reaction after this timeout on the WFAN Giants Radio Network.
According to a 2022 FBI statistic, less than 0.01% of all altercations require a lethal response. Now, think about that. Now, we all have a safety plan. If you don't, you need one that includes firearms. That's only necessary less than 1% of the time. So what is your new plan for 99.99% of the time? Well, you can start with the Burner Launcher, BYRNA. It's the less lethal launcher that can de-escalate any situation for 99% of any altercations. Now, the new Burner Compact Launcher is the smallest, less lethal option to date. It's concealable anywhere. It fires powerful kinetic rounds, tear gas, pepper spray. It also can stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes. No background checks, legal in all 50 states. It ships straight to your door. Burner, because your first line of defense should always be less lethal. Just go to byrna.com today and find the right launcher for you and your family to be safe. That's byrna.com.
And that's when James Cook, you just heard from, breaks off a long one.
We're good. Garland's under center. You heard him. We're good. Gives to Cook. Oh, they're really good. 50, 40, 30, running away from people, zigzagging to the right for no reason, and does a somersault head first into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 64 yards. James Cook with an artistic flair on that touchdown.
They certainly were great. The Matt Prater extra point was no good. It would not matter in the slightest. I promise you that. 19-3 Buffalo with the lead at half. Then in the third quarter, the Bills start to really pour it on.
Allen throws right to the blitz and completes to Khalil Shakir, who's not a number one wide receiver. 20, 15, 10, cuts back 5, touchdown. Spectacular touchdown. Allen got it right in the face of the blitz. Actually threw into the blitz. Shakir on the right sideline does the rest. 54-yard scoring play.
That was Josh Allen's only touchdown pass of the day, but more than enough for Buffalo. They're on top 26-3 after the extra point. You're getting it done. Play of the game brought to you by Grainger, with supplies and solutions for every industry. Grainger has the right product for you. Click Grainger.com or just stop by. Later on in the third quarter, this day just belongs to James Cook.
Pitch to James Cook, straight ahead, 10-5, touchdown. The Bills are pouring it on Carolina right now and making it look easy. James Cook, have yourself a day. He is over 200 yards rushing today, and we haven't even started the fourth quarter yet.
That touchdown caps a 9-play, 88-yard scoring drive that puts the Bills in front 33-3. Drive of the game brought to you by Hyundai. Buffalo wins this one 40-9, the final. And what a day for James Cook. 19 carries on the day, goes north of 200 yards, a couple of touchdowns for Cook, 216 yards to be exact, as the Bills snap that 2-game skid. They're 5-2 on the season. Carolina slips to 4-4. A bunch of games going final or getting close to it around the NFL in the early window. The one game that's not final, the Jets, with a couple of Breece Hall touchdowns late, 1 touchdown run, 1 touchdown pass, have moved in front of the Bengals. 23 fourth quarter points for New York. It's 39-38. Jets have the lead. Cincinnati facing a 4th down and 9. They've got to convert it if they want a chance in this one with just 32 seconds to play. Everything else is final. Patriots get to 6-2 with a 32-13 win. Eagles over the Giants 38-20. Philly is 6-2. Cam Scatterbro left that game with a dislocated ankle for New York. The Ravens beat up on the Bears 30-16. The final there. Derrick Henry with a couple of touchdown runs. Texans over the 49ers 26-15, and the Dolphins a 34-10 winner over the Falcons as Miami picks up its 2nd victory on the season. And the Jets able to stop Cincinnati on that 4th down. So the Jets are going to snap their 7-game losing streak and get to 1-7 on the year. That's going to do it. Our final score for the final time. The Bills beat the Panthers 40-9. Coming your way next, Titans and the Colts as NFL Sunday on ESPN Radio continues. For our producer, Taras Lejeski, technical director, Josiah Howard, I'm Chris Villani. Thanks for listening to Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Offense can really kind of open itself up against a defense that, again, has struggled for most of the season.
She's ESPN's NFL reporter Lindsey Thiry joining us, getting ready for Broncos and Cowboys. When you look at some of the matchups, Dallas, number 1 overall offensively in the NFL, 2nd throwing the ball, and 13th running the football. How important is it to make them a one-way go, meaning maybe slow down Javonte Williams, who's been really good since coming over and playing for Dallas, and not allowing them to get that play-action pass game going?
Yeah, I mean, that's what everyone says, right? You want to make a team one-dimensional, and that so far is what no other team's really been able to do against the Cowboys. I mean, they're scoring 40-plus last week, and they've done that multiple times this season. When you bring up Javonte Williams, it's just really interesting the career kind of resurgence he's had for the Cowboys. He's been phenomenal for them out of the backfield, and obviously this is a homecoming of sorts for him today after he really played the first several seasons of his career with the Broncos before signing in Dallas. So, I mean, you can bet that the Broncos defense will want to make the Cowboys one-dimensional. It'll be interesting to see what approach they take in trying to do that, because, as we know, the Cowboys have been really great in both aspects of the game.
Lindsey, when you look also on the defensive side of the ball, what Denver's been able to do, really getting things going, how do they slow down this passing attack? Because what Dak Prescott has done this year is MVP worthy so far.
Yeah, they really seem to make him uncomfortable, and that's something that Dak's very aware of, right? The Broncos lead the league. They have 34, I believe, 32, 34. You guys double-check me on that one. Sacks this season, the best in the NFL. So Dak Prescott knows that he's probably going to be pushed off of his spot. I mean, it's a matter of whether or not he can get through his progressions. And it's been interesting in listening to the entire Cowboys team talk about this Broncos pass rush, because they know that they're going to get to Dak. They're going to get to him quickly. He needs his receivers to get to their spots quickly, and yet the Cowboys really need to stay in system. Even though they know that rush is coming, they can't kind of get ahead of themselves. They need to be able to stay in system. So that's going to be a really interesting battle to watch among all the others today, is how well Dak Prescott handles the pressure that he knows is coming from this Broncos front.
Well, Lindsey, should be a really, really fun game out there. Luckily, you've got good weather in Denver. I heard it's like, in the 60s and beautiful, and you don't have that late October snow that you can get out there from time to time.
Nope, it's a 70s, sunny, and I am very happy about it.
Well, enjoy the game. We appreciate you stopping by and checking in. Get ready for Broncos and Cowboys. We'll catch up with you soon.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
That is Lindsey Thiry, ESPN's NFL reporter. Do we get an update right now? Something that just happened historically?
Yeah, how about this? So the same day that an unspeakable tragedy, Nick Mangold, a Jet legend, passes, he was born in Centerville, Ohio, 45 minutes from Cincinnati, where the Jets get their first win.
Unbelievable as the Jets hold on 39-38 in a comeback win. They were down 38-24 with about 6 minutes to go. The Jets win their first game of the season. 39-38 would be the final. Aaron Glenn is ecstatic, and understandably so, to see his team finally get off the schneid and get that victory.
Yeah, what a huge win for the New York Jets. 39 points on offense after owner Woody Johnson calls out Justin Fields, which, of course, got a ton of play in the media all throughout the week. Aaron Glenn, guys, I want to give him a ton of credit because he is an emotional leader for this football team. He never gives up. The guys play for him. They were down big, as he just mentioned, John, and they fight all the way back. They go for two twice. They get both of them. They win by 1 point for their first win of the season, 39-38 over the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hey, don't forget, you can tune into the World Series as the Blue Jays will face the Dodgers. Game 3 coverage begins Monday at 7 o'clock right here on ESPN Radio. Let's get you caught up as all the 1 o'clock games have now come to a close. We talked about this one maybe too much for how bad the game was, but Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins absolutely rout the Atlanta Falcons. 34-10 was the final there. Tua with 4 touchdown passes, 20 of 26 for 205 yards. Kirk Cousins was not the spark the Falcons needed coming off the bench. He goes for just 173 yards, and they hold Bijan Robinson to just 25 yards on the ground. Elsewhere, Ravens, they end up picking up the victory. 30-16 is the win over the Chicago Bears. And Mike, you talked about it, a short week for Baltimore and a chance now to climb back up in the standings. Since he's losing, Cleveland's going to lose. You know, Pittsburgh obviously still has a game notwithstanding, but with the Ravens can have a chance right now to move up in the AFC North.
Yeah, it's really incredible. Like, we have a long way to go. And look, Pittsburgh has a very difficult game tonight, against the Green Bay Packers. So look, we got a long, long way to go. But it's just another reminder of what an incredible sport we have. And look, Baltimore has to go play Miami, who had maybe the best game of their season today in Atlanta. But boy, they're going to get Lamar back. And if Pittsburgh loses and Baltimore wins, like now all of a sudden Pittsburgh's 4-3, Baltimore gets 3-5, and away we go. We have a great second half of the season.
Yeah, the Bills blow out the Panthers 40-9. That game was never competitive as James Cook goes for over 200 yards on the ground. Texans hold on against the San Francisco 49ers. 26-15 was the final there as they were able to get a really good day out of C.J. Stroud, 30 of 39, 318 yards and a couple of touchdown passes. They also got 62 yards on the ground from Woody Marks as they are able to take care of business. Their Eagles knock off the Giants 38-20. Was the final. In that one, Jalen Hurts goes for 4 touchdowns. Saquon Barkley with 150 yards on the ground and a touchdown, and Devontae Smith chips in with 82 yards. And then finally, the Patriots knock off the Browns 32-13. Everybody preseason had the Patriots sitting at 6-2 and in first place in the AFC East. Drew said nobody ever.
No, that's right. That. And, Drake May has just had an incredible season. He seems to be the quarterback of the franchise now, certainly so for New England. That was a big win for them. I mean, Myles Garrett had 5 sacks on his own today, guys, but it did not matter. The Patriots' offense was extremely efficient, 32 points, and the defense did their job against the lowly Cleveland Browns. So a big statement win, and now they welcome the lowly Atlanta Falcons to Foxborough next week.
Yeah, that was the game preseason that I was like circling for the Falcons. That's a win, and now the Patriots are probably circling the other way going, yeah, that'll be a win for us. Coming up, we'll dive into what's going on in the 4 o'clock window as we've already had a turnover in a pivotal division game. It's game day on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
The NFL on ESPN Radio.
New York has been starving for a quarterback they can say is their guy. They can say they have their guy.
Week to week, team to team.
Here's a catch. Intercepted.
I just want to feel this moment.
The NFL lives here. ESPN Radio.
Your fantasy roster is set. The Smack Talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app and link your ESPN Bet and ESPN accounts to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Okay, all signed up. Easy. Now let's run payroll. What the? Hey girl, I'm you with more gusto. Nice. Who's that? New social media manager, hired and onboarded with gusto. And spoiler, we're kind of famous now. Wait, we're famous? Oh, well, I'm famous. Payroll, benefits, and HR. Designed and built for small businesses. Choose a future with gusto.
Like no other.
Staubach goes long. He's got Dorsett. Touchdown.
Our passion is irrepressible.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Our successes are elite.
Move over, sweetness. Make a place for Emmett.
And as a nation, we say to the world, how about them Cowboys?
He strolls left. He runs in. Touchdown. Prescott. Kirkman to the 20, to the 10. And how about Kirkman to the house? Play action. Deep toast. Caught. Lamb. Touchdown.
I'm Brad Sham, along with Babe Laufenberg and Christy Scales. And Dallas Cowboys Game Day kicks off next.
Game Day on the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network is brought to you by Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys. American Airlines, proud to be the official airline of your Dallas Cowboys. Blockchain.com, invest like your icons with Blockchain.com. And by AT&T, connecting changes everything. Now, the voice of the Dallas Cowboys, Brad Sham.
Well, it's just a perfect day for whatever it is we're going to be doing here today in Denver, Colorado. It says 70 degrees, feels like it's almost a little more fall-like. Almost no wind. There's a cloud cover right now. Perfect day. Babe Laufenberg for the Cowboys' overwhelmingly powerful defense against the Broncos' suffocating defense. Who do you like?
Well, the Cowboys' offense, as we know, has been very, very, very good. I think the key today will be running the ball. It is kind of every week, but you want to stay out of the third and longs. That's when Denver is tough. They led the NFL by a wide margin in sacks last year. They're leading the NFL by a wide margin in sacks this year. So you want to do it every week, obviously, stay out of those third and longs. But I think today that's the most important thing for this Dallas offense.
Broncos offense has been capable. Cowboys defense has been a complete mystery. I have no idea what we're going to get. What's the key to that matchup?
I'm with you. I mean, until we see it, we don't know what we're going to get. The key there, too, again, is they can't have the communication errors that they've had in previous games. You can't let a guy run free for a touchdown. It's going to be, and this Denver offense is good, not great. They run the ball well. J.K. Dobbins averaging 5 yards a carry. Bo Nix is getting there as a quarterback. You love Courtland Sutton, the former SMU receiver. But you can handle them. You can keep them in the 20s. The key is don't let them get to 37 like the Cowboys have done twice when they've had to go to overtime.
Yeah, because we established last week that the Cowboys need to score 6 times a game to win with the way their defense has been playing. They were going into last week, they were averaging 5.3 scores per game, which was second in the league. And I don't know that they're going to score 6 times against them. But you never know because things are already happening crazy around the league. And what about the Sean Payton factor? He does love to show off his offensive acumen.
Yes, he does. Here's one I'm going to just throw at you. I don't know if it'll happen or not. R.J. Harvey is their running back. Yep. He's a rookie back. They use him a little bit. I think Sean wants him to be his Alvin Kamara that he had in New Orleans. He's a quarterback, recruited as a quarterback, played quarterback his freshman year at Virginia. Somewhere in this game, he is going to throw a pass. Okay, so just be ready for that.
Sean's got all kinds of stuff, I'll guarantee you. The color scheme reminds one a little bit of Super Bowl 12. It's the Cowboys in the white jerseys and silver helmets and pants, and the Broncos in their familiar orange jerseys with white pants and big white numerals and the blue helmets with the Denver logo on the side. It should be good. It should be entertaining. Most of them have been. Cowboys and the Broncos when Dallas Cowboys football continues after this.
Hey, what's up? It's Wanda Sykes. I'm here to remind you about something super important, getting your breast screened. Because trust me, your breast health should be a priority. Early detection for breast cancer can change the game, which is why you should visit yourattentionplease.com to learn more. And do me a favor, if you've already had a breast cancer screening, remind your friends and family to visit yourattentionplease.com too. We gotta look out for our girls.
When your reputation's on the line, trust the firm partnered with America's team. Whether in the courtroom or on the field, winning matters. So choose Barberi Law Firm for a masterful defense. Call 682-LAW-STAR.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You build the arenas where crowds roar and legends rise. Steel, sweat, and making every second count. That's how greatness is built. At Hilti, we know what it takes because we power the pros who make it happen. From job site to game day, performance matters. That's why Hilti is proud to be the official tool provider of the Dallas Cowboys. Visit Hilti.com/ProSnow to learn more.
Apply now to the University of North Texas Dallas Cowboys online MBA in Sport Entertainment Management. This unparalleled graduate degree combines UNT's high-caliber Tier 1 academics with a world-class business expertise of the Dallas Cowboys. Designed for the working professional with immersive in-person boot camps and online courses, the program can be completed in 12 to 24 months. UNT, a proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
A connection may be all that it takes to change a life, launch a business, or change a story. The Power Connect is the power to change. AT&T. Connecting changes everything. And Brad, we were talking a little bit off the air. I just love Denver. I love the stadium here, the atmosphere. I love the city. I love Red Rocks. Is there anything not to like about Denver? Other than their defense, maybe.
Yeah, no. I actually lived here 50 years ago and worked up here for a brief time. It's a great city. There's a lot in common between the two cities, except today when there's a very different, distinct rivalry between the fans. And this is a great fan base. A lot of orange in the, not burnt orange either, a lot of orange in the stands today.
You say there's a lot of similarities between the two cities. I'd love for you to show me the ski mountain in Dallas, because I haven't seen it.
The people.
Maybe I've been.
The people.
Oh, the people.
The people are all very nice. Carl Cheffers, the referee, is. We haven't seen Carl. I don't know. Maybe the 2025 winner of the Women Aggies Legacy Award, Christy Scales, can spot him. Oh, there he is in the middle.
He's out there.
Hey, we're very proud of you. Congratulations for that tremendous award.
I appreciate it, and thank you. And thank you to the Aggie Women Network for the honor.
Here we go. Very quickly, Nate Jones, former Cowboy, is on Carl Sheffer's crew.
But not today.
But as a former Cowboy, they do not let him, any former player,
Isn't
they
that
don't do the,
He's working the Houston game today.
That's so interesting.
Which I understand. I mean,
I know a lot of former Cowboys who the Cowboys wouldn't want working together. Let's go listen to Carl Cheffers.
This side is heads, the other side is tails. Dallas gets to call the toss. He's called heads. It is tails. You've won the toss. You'd like to receive? Which way would you like to kick?
Okay. Denver won the toss, and they want the ball. Brandon Aubrey was the fellow who called it the other way for the Cowboys, and Deron Bland is the guest captain of the week.
That's going to be Aubrey's only miss of the day, by the way, Brad.
Yeah,
okay,
and I know everybody's all geeked up about, let him try a 70-yarder, and that would be great, but they didn't come here for a skills competition. They came...
Yeah, go to the Pro Bowl for that.
Yeah, they came to try to win a football game, so that'll be the most important thing.
Will you indulge me for one moment, Brad?
I've been indulging you now for over a quarter of a century.
And I appreciate it.
And
Carl Sheffers, our referee.
Yep.
When my Luke passed of cancer, he sent me a card. All of the crew members on his crew wrote a note in that card, and so any call that Carl Sheffers makes for the rest of his life after that day, good call.
Are all the crew members the same?
No, they're not.
All right, so then we can pick on
we
them.
can pick on those.
We can pick on them. And
Yeah.
by the way, one more note about Nate Jones, who
Yes.
Nate Jones, I will always remember, is the guy who started Aaron Rodgers' career by knocking Brett Favre out of the game on a blitz. But he did a phenomenal job in the game last week protecting, who was it? It was the Texans against the...
It was Smith and Jigba, the receiver
Smith and
for
Jigba.
Seattle. Yeah, he was on the
and a bunch of Texans players were coming after him, and Nate Jones ran in the middle. And if you haven't seen the clip online, he literally stood in front of Smith and Jigba and put his arms around him to protect him, and that's above and beyond.
Smith and Jigba was on the bench over there on the on the opposing sideline there. And yeah, he put it looked like a nature show where Mother Cub is going to protect the young.
It was very impressive. All right, Brandon Aubrey's going to kick it from right to left. Spotter Jake Goldberg watched him in warm-up, said he did a good job of punching it in the landing zone, and this one is taken at the 2-yard line. It's Harvey, the rookie running back, up to the 25, and he is stopped at about the 28-yard line. So, on paper, the Broncos have this phenomenal defense. They are not playing them on paper. They're playing human beings. So, Brian Schottenheimer, what did you tell your guys about facing the Denver defense?
I love playing here. The fans make it fun. There's great energy. There's great enthusiasm. And when you're talking about this defense led by Vance Joseph, you're talking about a very physical unit. The starting point for them is to attack and try to make you play on your side of the line of scrimmage, which is what we don't want to do. They're built the right way. They've got speed on the edges. They've got power inside. And then, of course, they play a lot of man-to-man coverage, which will be a fun matchup to watch because we've got some weapons that can hopefully take advantage of that.
But first, it is Harvey getting the start at running back and plowing over the left side all the way up to the 35. R.J. Harvey.
It was not R.J. Harvey. It was J.K.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah,
I beg your pardon. It was J.K. Dobbins, and he is their starter. And he, as Schottenheimer said during the week about Javonte Williams also, he's a big back. And that's a gain of about 7 second down and 3 at the Denver 35. In the gun, it's Bo Nix, the quarterback, throwing it to the right side, caught in the zone defense, and moving it all the way across the 45 to the 46 is Evan Ingram. The offense for the Denver Broncos is Nix and Dobbins and Ingram, who was once a former first-round pick of the Giants, Courtland, Sutton, Pat Bryant, and Marvin Mims. The wide receivers, Luke Wattenberg is the center. Alec Polsevsky and All-Pro Quinn Miners are the guards. All-Pro Garrett Bowles and former 49er Mike McGlinchey are the tackles. And on the third play of the game, here's a slant picked off at the 40-yard line. Stumbling forward with the ball is Traquez Bridges. Getting a lot of playing time with Trayvon Diggs hurt. And I don't know what happened, babe, if they had a miscommunication or receiver turned the wrong way.
Yeah.
But this is a kid you pull for, Traquez Bridges,
63.
and he just slipped in right behind the intended receiver, Pat Bryant, and made the pick.
Well, it was an RPO. They faked the handoff inside. They're running a slant outside. And the ball just gets thrown behind him, and I don't know that the receiver was expecting it. Dallas Cowboys football will continue in a moment.
Hey golfers, want to take your game home? Eagle Greens and Turf uses top quality synthetic turf and precision contouring to create a realistic surface that mimic the true feel and performance of a real putting green. Eagle Greens and Turf specialize in custom designed putting greens and residential lawns that bring the game home. Perfect for practice, play, and entertaining. Now, Sun Country Amateur Golf Association members receive a 20% discount. Visit suncountrygolf.com. Eagle Greens and Turf. Free evaluations. 505-273-2744.
Hinkle Rise, Hinkle knows when you're injured, it's the place to go.
Locally owned and operated, Hinkle Law Offices has been New Mexico's go-to for over 30 years. If you've been in an auto or motorcycle accident, call 505-TOUGH-HELP for a no-charge consultation. That's 505-TUF-HELP or visit HinkleLawOffices.com. Hinkle Law Offices. Experience you can trust. Help when you need it most.
Hinkle Rise, Hinkle knows when you're injured, it's the place to go.
Ever notice what happens when your home is beautifully organized? You have more space, more room to breathe. At California Closets, our designers know just what questions to ask to create exactly what you want. Your personalized experience includes custom design and installation to deliver a result that truly reflects your style and needs. That's the California Closet's difference. We call it practical magic. Book your free design consultation today at californiaclosets.com.
You wouldn't put an elephant down the drain. It would get stuck and make the sewer back up. For the same reason you wouldn't put grease down the drain. It can harden, get stuck, and make the sewer back up. Either way, you've got a mess on your hands. And while elephants in the sewer are very rare, fats, oils, and grease are the #1 cause of sewer overflows. So protect your home and your health. Put used grease in a coffee can and throw it in the trash, not in the sink. Cool it, can it, chuck it. A message from the Water Authority.
Well, Traquez Bridges, who got the start at cornerback in the Dr. Pepper starting defense, comes away with his first professional interception. And the Dr. Pepper starting offense, led by Dak Prescott, starts at Dallas's 48, coming right to left, with Javonte Williams, the running back. And Prescott under center. Brevin Spanford in motion. Play fake. Little bootleg to Spanford on the right side across the 50. He's got 9.5 for actually about 9 down around the 42-yard line. So Spanford and Luke Schoonmaker were the starting tight ends. CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens the wide receivers. Brock Hoffman still the center. Tyler Smith and Tyler Booker the guards. Tyler Guyton and Tyler Terrence Steele are the tackles. Second down, officially 1. And Prescott will give it to Williams, the former Bronco, charging, pushing up the middle. Stopped, but insisting he get a yard, and he just keeps grinding forward till he gets it first down. Williams, a second-round draft choice of the Denver Broncos when he came out of school, and he had 900 yards, Babe, as their second back his rookie year. Then he tore up his knee, and they didn't really want to let him go, but it was just time.
Yeah, and boy, what a find he's been for the Cowboys.
All right, first down, Dallas at the Denver 41. Prescott under center. Handoff, Williams coming left. There's a hole, 40, 30, 35, 32. Booker out in front pulling along with Hoffman. Good run for Williams.
Boy, they just banged away at that one. You know, that previous run, he got 2 yards. They needed a yard, and many times that's all you're trying to do is make sure you get the first down. Everything else is gravy, which he did. This time he's got a nice hole, and he takes it for 9.
At the Denver 32-yard line. Second down, officially 1. Prescott under center again. Fakes it to Williams. Back to throw. They pick up a blitz. He's hit as he throws it out. Caught! Pickens at the 10. Lamb. Tremendous catch at the 10, and he got down inside the 5. There was a flag in the pocket. Was it in the pocket?
No, I don't see
it.
a flag.
Somebody said flag.
No, so Pickens runs a post from the left side. CeeDee Lamb runs that deep crosser from the right side. Right before Dak Prescott gets hit, he throws it to CeeDee Lamb. Lamb makes a great catch.
And now on the first and goal, handoff to Williams. Down around the 1-yard line. I asked Prescott on Monday when I saw him in the locker room, I said, 10 years from now when I come to your retirement ceremony, and he didn't blink, I said, will that throw to Pickens that you dropped over his shoulder into his lap right before the half, will that be on your list of favorite throws? He said, maybe, but the ones I really like are when I get hit.
Well, he just got hit.
And he got hit. All right, here comes second down and goal. There's a play fake. He looks right. That man's covered. Into the end zone for Pickens, and it's knocked away. That is probably the best cornerback in the league, Patrick Surtain. And there is an injured Denver defender sitting just inside the end zone, and it is Surtain.
Oh, boy. That changes things.
We watch on a replay, and Pickens got away from him. The throw was a little bit high. Surtain did a good job of getting his hand up, knocking the ball away, and it just looked like he came down funny on his ankle.
You know, but he kind of wondered, would Surtain go with
Pickens or
Lamb?
It looked like, babe, he wanted Ferguson on the right side of the end zone, and they covered him.
Then they threw back in to the left, and Surtan's still down, but
that would be a big deal. Yeah, that would be a big deal.
But he has not gone with Lamb. Surtan has not gone with Lamb in this game. He's just lining up on the side, and we're getting a look at he just jumped in the air, and of course those guys are athletic. They come down from about 10 feet in the air and landed on that leg, and they're still looking at him. While they do that, Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
As the casino of the Dallas Cowboys, with the best concerts and luxury spa, the world of WinStar will have you saying, wow. Please game responsibly.
Cowboys fans, SeatGeek is the only primary ticketing partner of America's team and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cowboys games or to any other live event in DFW, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. SeatGeek.
Football is a team sport. Every inch of gridiron gain, from the line of scrimmage to the painted end zone, relies on many heads, hands, and hearts working together. It's the same with healthcare. You need the right support, the right access, the right solution, when and where you need it. United Healthcare is the proud healthcare sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. We bring coverage you can count on into Cowboys territory. See how at uhc.com.
If you shout, "How about them Cowboys?" you have that undeniable passion that's the heart of Cowboys Nation. And if you like to drink Dr. Pepper, you love the unique blend of its 23 flavors. Together, your one-of-a-kind fandom paired with the one-of-a-kind taste of a delicious ice-cold Dr. Pepper is the game day lineup that can't be beat. Better yet, gather your Cowboys and Dr. Pepper fan friends to watch the next game and crack open a delicious ice-cold Dr. Pepper for everyone. The wins will be even tastier. It's a pepper thing.
Stand tall while you're tailgating or cheering in the stands with the Dallas Cowboys collection by Lucchese. Shop the collection today online at lucchese.com. Lucchese, the official boot of the Dallas Cowboys.
Are you ready to elevate your barbecue game? Matt Pittman of Meat Church here, the official pitmaster of the Dallas Cowboys. Visit meatchurch.com, your ultimate destination for the freshest rubs and seasonings and barbecue supplies.
Just listen with Alltech Lansing. Perfecting sound since 1927. Shop tailgate speakers now at alltechlansing.com/Cowboys.
We're back in Denver, 10:39 remaining in the first quarter, 0-0. Our score here, and Pat Surtain, he's run off the field after that lower body injury, and Brad, Cowboys after the CD Lamb reception of 29 yards, it's all fun and games. First and goal at the 3, second and goal at the 1, now a big third and goal at the 1 here.
I'm the only one up here who says take the field goal if you don't make it. Third and goal at the 1. Man in motion to the left, under center Prescott, whistle. Flag, false start. That changes everything.
And
false start, number 67, offense. 5-yard penalty.
How does the center false start?
Must have flinched. Sometimes, and Hoffman has done that a couple of times, where you kind of start the snap, you flinch just a shade, but you don't bring it up. See, we're going to look at our replay. Well, I didn't see a flinch.
I saw nothing.
Yeah, I didn't see a flinch. Okay, now that changes things as to going forward on fourth down.
Third and goal at the 6. Prescott in the shotgun, I think, for the first time today. Snap back, looking left, right, into the end zone. Broken up, looking for Lamb. Ball was knocked down at the goal line by the so-called other corner, Riley Moss. Now here comes the field goal team. They're number 1 in the league in red zone defense, and that's a great example of why. Trequez Bridges' interception took it right down to the lip of the cup along with the pass to Lamb, and they're going to apparently settle for a 24-yard field goal for Aubrey. Left hash. Aubrey's 24-yard kick is good, and the Cowboys have the first lead at 3-0 with 10:34 remaining in quarter number 1.
Well, we're all here in Mile High to witness Brandon Aubrey put one in from 82, and we got a 24-yarder. Plenty of distance. Boy, that penalty, they called Brock Hoffman, the center, for the false start, and we looked at again, sometimes that center will double clutch. We did not see it. We did not see what they saw. Doesn't mean it was an incorrect call. We may have missed it as well. But that really set the Cowboys back, because I do think, Brad, they had a third and goal at the 1. I think they were definitely in two-play territory. But obviously the 5-yard penalty and the incompletion there, you're not going to go for it on 4th and goal from the 6.
So they drive after the interception by Bridges, 46 yards in 8 plays. They had the ball for 3:01 and are not happy with settling for that field goal. And now we'll just keep an eye on Surtain, because that could certainly impact the way the Cowboys try to play offense.
Absolutely. All of a sudden, you got a new game plan.
Now, the kick by Aubrey. Mims, the dangerous returner from the 5, right at the 20, and brought down at about the 26 or 7, James Houston and Damone Clark with the stop. So take 2 for Bo Nix and the Broncos, and the Cowboys started in the Dr. Pepper defense with Dante Fowler and Marshawn Nealand as the starting ends. Osa Odigizua and Kenny Clark the tackles. Kenneth Murray and Shamar James the linebackers. Turquez Bridges, Kyer Elam and Deron Bland in the slot, the corners, and Elijah Clark and Marquise Bell the safeties today, and that is not a typo. Here is 1st and 10, Denver at their 26. They hand the ball off inside to Dobbins, and he's stopped by James and Leafau and Murray.
Murray just grabbed his arm as he was coming through the hole and just did not let go. And he got some help by the end of it, but he's just holding out that arm. Not by the leg, not by the shoulders. He's got that arm, and he's like, hey, you guys, here, I got him over here. Come on over and clean this up, which they did.
So it is 2nd down and 9. Bo Nix in the gun. Mims comes in motion. There's a fake handoff and a screen left to Mims, and the Cowboys are waiting for that. Elam and Bell out. They did not go for the window dressing, and they played that very well.
Yeah, so far so good, right? Wholesale changes, both sides.
Yeah, Clowney and Ezeraku, who were in as the ends, come out now, which is curious on
James Houston in.
3rd down and 8. Broncos at their own 29. 3-0 Cowboys early in the game. Nix just changed something in the protection. Nix in the gun. Back is on his right. Flag is down. Free play probably. Pass over the middle. It's going to be incomplete. Looking for the former SMU Mustang, Courtland Sutton, but there was a flag thrown at the 30 before
offside.
the pass.
Number 53 was lined up in the neutral zone.
Oh, James.
5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
James.
That would kill me as a coach. I mean, it's one thing holding, guys beating you, you're battling, those combative penalties as they like to call them, but just lining up offside. You see the ball, just he's at left defensive end, just look to your right, there's the ball, I'll be behind it.
And didn't have anything to do with the play, so that's a shame. Both teams among the most heavily penalized in the league, by the way. And now it's 3rd and about 2. Nix back to throw all day, deep middle, caught, 45-50, and running away to the Dallas 39-yard line is Troy Franklin. Franklin hauled down at the 39.
Cowboys just playing a zone coverage here, and with that kind of time, Bo Nix just waits it out. I mean, he had all day to come back and find him. It was not his initial read, but he comes in over the middle, and Franklin's just kind of wide open in that zone.
Elijah Clark helped run him down. Ball is at the 40 of Dallas, 1st and 10. Cowboys leading 3-0. And Nix with play fake, back to throw, looking deep, has all day, going to the end zone, overthrew Franklin, who had beaten double coverage. Troy Franklin, a second-year man from Oregon, great speed. And you made Courtland Sutton's a player who's got some skins on the wall. Mims from Frisco, Lone Star has been a Pro Bowl kick returner, but you may not fear those receivers, but you better remember they're playing the Cowboys secondary. That changes things.
And Mims is a speed guy. I think if Nix gives him a little bit better ball, he's got a step on this post from the right side. Just not a great throw.
2nd and 10. Toss left to Harvey. Shredding the defense. There he goes, 25, 20, 10. Harvey strolls in. That's a 40-yard score. And the Broncos have their first lead of the day. They just never found him. I'm not sure he was ever touched. Sam Williams, who's got completely out of whack.
And the Cowboys, they lead the league in giving up big plays of 20 yards or more, and they just gave up one for 40 on just a simple toss sweep.
That is R.J. Harvey's first pro touchdown. A 40-yarder at home. And the extra point by the former Saint Will Lutz is good, and the Broncos lead 7-3. Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Smart beds start at $9.99. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today. Official sleep and wellness partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Do you like to have fun?
Do you like to save money?
Well, Funtown RV has got you covered.
With huge savings and massive discounts on
Trailer trailers,
massive savings.
fifth wheel,
Massive savings.
toy haulers,
Massive savings.
all the outdoor fun.
All with no hidden fees.
Shop us in-store or online and start your next adventure at Funtown RV.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you... Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine. Wow.
Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service. Guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
Just listen with Alltech Lansing. Perfecting sound since 1927. Shop tailgate speakers now at alltechlansing.com/cowboys.
How's it going? You see that Cowboys game?
Oh, I watched. Been seeing some good things.
Totally. They have some talent.
Yup, some great talent.
And they got some fight.
Hoping this is the year.
Me too. Oh, I'm Cody, by the way.
I'm Travis.
Nice to meet you, Travis. Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys!
Make a new friend based solely on their shirt choice. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys. Copyright 2025 Bank of America Corporation.
Hey, Cowboys fans, grab a Miller Lite. Taste you can depend on. Miller Lite, the only beer of the Cowboys. Taste like Miller time. We're back in Denver, 8:13 remaining in the first quarter. Broncos leading the Cowboys 7-3. R.J. Harvey with the 40-yard touchdown run right there. And Brad, you know I'm fond of saying there's ways to win all of these. Well, you know what the Broncos' way last week was against the Giants? You fall down 19-0 going into the fourth quarter. You're down 18 points with 6 minutes to play, and then you come back and you get the win.
It's that kind of league. Here's the kickoff. Turpin will take it at the 3-yard line, up the right side, 25, and the Broncos shove him into the bench at around the 28. I mean, the Giants had to work to lose that game last week. Let's make an AT&T call to the sideline to Christy Scales.
The reigning NFL Defensive Player of the Year, Bronco cornerback Pat Surtain, injured his right ankle that previous series, defending a touchdown to George Pickens. Got the pass breakup, checked his right ankle in the blue medical tent, did a tape job, and Surtain's back in the game.
Well, that's how you get to be the Player of the Year. You got a big fancy new contract. Remember that penalty against Houston? They had him off the field before they made it 3rd and 1. First down from the shotgun. Here's a delayed run to Williams coming around the left side. Nice jump cut to get him out across the 30 near the 31.
And there were 2 penalties, and as you pointed out, these are 2 of the most highly penalized teams in the NFL, and the Cowboys had the penalty 3rd and 1. Brock Hoffman gets called for whatever they called him for because he's the center. But that brought it back to 3rd and 6. That ruined that drive. And then, to your point, Cowboys had him off the field on 3rd down. Houston gets called for lining up offside.
Yeah, 100%. That's exactly right. You can't do that against a good team. Here's motion on the right side. Ferguson, I believe, jumped. Yeah, false start on Ferguson.
Number 60, offense.
No, it's Guyton. Ferguson thought it was on him, so he was complaining, but it was on the left tackle.
Everybody jumped. Everybody jumped there, so there must have been an issue with the snap count because there were 3 guys going off, 2 staying, and one of the things I know that they were going to work on was get up there, kind of have plays where you're just going to run them because it's hard in this environment to change things up at the line of scrimmage.
You can hear the crowd. 3 penalties to none already. 2nd down and almost 12. Shotgun. And here's a little screen on the right side for Lamb, who comes out across the 30, barely gets to the 32. It'll be 3rd down and pretty close to 6.
You talk about Denver, Seattle, those places, always hard places to play. And the Broncos have won 8 straight at home. It's the longest active winning streak in the NFL. Obviously, it goes back to last season as well, but this is a tough place to play. The Cowboys are finding it out early.
Surtain is on the right side of the defense, and Prescott's in the gun, 3rd and 5. 4-man rush, pressure, spins away from a sack, and then he is buried. The leading sacking team in the league, and the Greenville, Texas native John Franklin Myers just overwhelmed him. That protection just fell apart for a loss of 13.
Dak Prescott, he was like a dog dodging traffic on a highway. I mean, he gets out of one, gets out of another, and then boom. Doesn't get out of the 3rd.
You know, and I think that all started with Guyton getting beat by Nick Benito. That's what Prescott saw at first. So Brian Anger on to punt. And his punt is very high, shortish. Mims, an all-pro at this, at the 25, sprinting left, puts his foot in the ground, breaks a tackle, crosses the 35, and comes up to the 37 or 8 before Leofau tackles him. A 12-yard return of a 55-yard punt. 7-3 Denver Broncos ball. Dallas Cowboys football will continue in a...
Good afternoon. I'm with Daniel's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Oh, thank goodness. Come in.
They told me you need your drain snaked.
Oh, well, actually, there's a snake in the drain.
Oh, boy.
The plumbing pros at Daniel's have seen it all. Daniel's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, drain cleaning, hydrojetting, and more. Plus, commercial kitchen and building annual maintenance packages. DanielsHVACNM.com.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniel's way. Daniel's Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
For almost 55 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite weekly stop. During these tight economic times, we at Clark's are focused on quality and choice. Let us help you meet your budget. Our loyalty program rewards your pet with a 13th bag free from our family to yours. Clark's, a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations, 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium, the pet supply superstore. Clark'sPets.com.
Could church be the fresh start you've been looking for? Maybe you've never been to a church, or maybe it's just been a while. No matter where you're at on your journey, you are welcome here. At Legacy Church, we help people connect with God, grow in relationships, and live generously. We've got 9 incredible campuses all across New Mexico, including Clovis, Portales, and Albuquerque, plus a worldwide online campus. So trust me, there's a place for you. Join us this week. Visit LegacyChurch.com to find a campus near you, plus service times, and plan your visit. We can't wait to see you.
Need to get your home or business warm and free-flowing this fall? Well, Free Flow Mechanical will get that furnace, boiler, both tank and tankless water heaters, and water softeners serviced or replaced. New Mexico-born and locally owned, Free Flow Mechanical has 35 combined years of experience in plumbing, cooling, and heating. Licensed, bonded, and insured with 24-hour service. Free Flow serves the community from Berlin to Santa Fe. Get flowing this fall. Free Flow Mechanical. Free estimates. Financing available. Call 300-3569. 300-3569.
When it comes time to shop for tailgate favorites, go to Albertsons and Tom Thumb. Get 10% off your groceries every Dallas Cowboys game day when you wear your Cowboys jersey. Albertsons and Tom Thumb, the official supermarket and pharmacy of the Dallas Cowboys.
So the Broncos, fueled by big plays, scored to take the 7-3 lead, and now they're going to start at their own 38 after a 12-yard punt return by Mims. And Nix is in the pistol formation. They bring Mims in motion to the left and bring him back to the right. Snap to Nix. Fake handoff, rolling right, throwing on the run. Wide open at the 48 of Dallas is Pat Bryant, rookie from Illinois, outstanding young player for 16.
They get back, Brad, to that sack. You had mentioned it, Tyler Guyton getting beat on the left side. Yeah, Benito started an upfield move from his right defensive end position, left side of that Cowboys offense. Then he just goes up inside, and he's got a straight line to Dak. That flush Dak initially obviously ruined the play.
So 16 on the first down pass. Now they're at the Dallas 46. And Nix with a handoff into the middle goes Dobbins, and he breaks away to the left. And he's being chased out across the 30 to the 25. Finally, Elijah Clark, the safety, got him. And there's another big play for the Broncos. And for all the prognosticators who thought that the Broncos could not make big plays against the Cowboys, guess what? You are wrong. 21 on that run. First and 10 at the 25 of Dallas. Broncos in the orange shirts, left to right. Snap to Nix, sidearm, screen to Franklin at the 25 to the 20. Finally caught and knocked out of bounds at about the 15 by Elijah Clark. They're in the Garda-World defensive red zone. And they're moving with impunity, and this is the worst of the Cowboys' defense. This is not the good defense we saw last week. This is the bad defense we've seen too many times in the
enough for a
half.
first down.
Well, they did give him the first down.
On replay assist, the Ford first down measurement, did they say? I thought he said he didn't get enough.
Initially they didn't, but then they said first down.
Oh, okay. Never mind that.
They changed their mind.
Yeah. So it's first and 10, Denver at the 15. This is like a scrimmage right now.
Yeah, and it's the ones versus the twos.
Yes, that is correct. Nix under center. Man in motion left to right. Delayed handoff. Dobbins. Flag from behind. That might be holding. Ezra-Raku and Clark wrapped him up. But this flag usually...
Holding. Number 69. Offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
That's Mike McClinchy, the former 49er. They've done a really good job of putting their line together. They've really done a really good job, Babe, of putting their defense together with the same approach the Cowboys have used for their offense.
Yeah,
They've got players wrapped up and under contract, their top 5 defensive players. But right now it's the offense. Backed up now to their 25. It'll be first down.
First and 20, and the defense can use a little bit of that kind of help right now.
Oh, man.
They can use that help. Thank you.
Franklin goes in motion. Nix in the gun. Safety blitz from the left side by Bell. Throws it in the end zone. Franklin's all alone. Standing all alone. Touchdown Broncos. They blitzed the safety, Marquise Bell, who couldn't be back because he was up. And nobody covered Troy Franklin. And the Broncos are about to be up 14-3.
Well, everybody wanted to see that man-to-man defense, right? Man-to-man, play man-to-man, play man-to-man. Well, there it was, and the Cowboys just got burned on it.
You still want to have the best players playing that man-to-man. Here's the extra point by Lutz. Kick is good. Broncos are up 14-3 with 3:04 left in the first quarter. Dallas Cowboys football will continue in a minute.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at some of today's key players.
Beer. Easy to drink, easier to lose count. Beer can still do some serious damage to the team.
I think the only play here is to get a designated driver.
Absolutely. Be a winner and only drive sober.
Live horse racing continues with the final weeks in October. Each Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Downs at Albuquerque. Enjoy all the live racing action, wagering, great food, and your favorite beverage now through October 26th. Visit abq.com for post times, tickets, and details.
Some say with John Deere, you're just paying for the paint. Turns out, those folks haven't seen what happens when our tractors go toe-to-toe with the competition on real-world tasks. Advanced features like auto-connect decks make switching out attachments simple, superior maneuverability gets you in and out of tight spaces, and our dependable lift capacity makes tough jobs easy. As for the other guys, well, let's just say they couldn't stack up. At John Deere, every day we prove the difference is more than paint deep. Visit Desert Greens Equipment in Albuquerque or Berlin, or find us online at desertgreensequipment.com.
When the balloons go up, the prices go oh!
It's Reliable Nissan's Balloon Blast Sales Event, a fiesta of savings. Take advantage of huge Reliable Nissan discounts and great incentives on Reliable Nissan's entire new Nissan lineup.
Special finance rates, special incentives, special savings, and more.
It's the Balloon Blast Sales Event, a fiesta of savings, happening now at Reliable Nissan. We're on Coors across from the Cottonwood Mall. We are reliable.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
United Healthcare is a proud official healthcare partner of the Dallas Cowboys, bringing coverage you can count on to Cowboys territory. Learn more at UHC.com. That Troy Franklin 25-yard touchdown reception puts the Broncos up 14-3. We have 3:04 remaining in the first quarter. And Brad Sham, everybody was talking, how's Denver going to handle this Dallas offense, which is so high-powered, and it's been the Denver offense that has been the high-powered offense today.
Well, one way you handle them is make them one-dimensional by getting way out ahead by jumping on an inadequate defense. And so far, that is the formula. And the kickoff will come from left to right, from Lutz to Turpin, who will field it at the 2, up the right side, 15-20, hard left turn. Width to the field, 25, 30, out of bounds, 34-yard line. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Dallas Cowboys radio network.
Your New Mexico owned and operated station, ESPN Radio 1017 The Team, KQTM FM, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque.
Did they look at C.D. Lamb's ankle?
He didn't get any treatment. They did look at a video replay of it, make sure he was going to be okay.
Cowboys start at their 34. Lamb is out on the field. And Prescott under center, back to throw, 5 steps, little check down over the middle to Javonte Williams. Across the 40 to the 41, a gain of about 6. So again, babe, they can't really be cognizant of the score, can they? At 14-3, they got to, whatever you were going to play that way, right?
Yep, just run your offense. I don't know if they're still in their script, they script those first 15 plays or thereabouts. So they may still be in that. Because remember, too, they had first and goal at the 3, so that kind of gets away from your script. You got a different set of plays down there.
2nd and 2. And here's a bootleg to the right by Prescott, running for it, getting a first down. After a play-action fake, he bootlegged and then ran out of bounds at around the 47.
Nice decision by Dak. I'm watching. He's got Ferguson over there. He's got C.D. Lamb over there. Neither one of them are open. And Dak just says, well, if you're going to cover him, I can. I'm not a great runner anymore, but I can run for 2 yards, and he did.
14-3 Denver.
The down marker on the other side, the guy must be a mile high because he's got 2nd down and it's 1st down.
Well, the gummies are popular up here. I hear. Prescott under center, and timeout is maybe they figured it. Denver called time.
Yep.
Sean Payton couldn't figure out what happened with that either. So, we're looking out here at Pat Surtain, the Defensive Player of the Year. Christy mentioned, I think he's only the 2nd Bronco to be Defensive Player of the Year. The other was, do you know who the other was?
That would be Randy Gradishar.
I knew you knew. Hall of Fame linebacker Randy Gradishar, last cornerback.
Buckeye.
The last cornerback to be Defensive Player of the Year, played for the Cowboys, but not when he won that award. That was to Gilmore. But, in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence went first, followed by Zach Wilson and Trey Lance and Kyle Pitts. The Cowboys wanted either Surtain or J.C. Horn.
Yeah, we'll take either, fine, whoever you don't.
Right. And they both went before the Cowboys at 10, so they traded with the Eagles and wound up with Parsons. Here is a slant to Pickens coming off the left side on 1st and 10. Great protection that time. That's an 8-yard pickup to the Denver 45.
You know, and it was funny in that draft, Brad, and if you're in that draft room, I can't imagine the tension and the... So either one, they were going to be happy with either one at pick number 10, which they had. So J.C. Horn gets taken at 8. So they say, okay, fine, we'll take Surtain at 10 until the Broncos took Surtain at 9.
We've got an I formation behind Prescott under center on 2nd down. A short 2 handoff. Williams plows up the middle, bounces off orange shirts, and picks up just enough for the first down at the Denver 42-yard line. We're inside of a minute left in the first quarter. The Cowboys are in desperate need of a touchdown. And until last week, the Broncos had only given up 1 in the first quarter. And then the prolific Giants came up with 17 first quarter points.
Yeah, and you talk about the receivers. Denver's only given up 1 100-yard receiver. They've only given up 1 touchdown pass to a wide receiver. So Cowboys are going to change that today.
Snap back to Prescott, rolling right and looking. Throwing it to Turpin on the right sideline, and he was being shadowed, but the ball was incomplete into the sideline. Clock stops with 23 seconds. Prescott said at his press conference this week, he said, this is going to be a game, it's going to have to be a grimy win. And this is why, because there's just nothing going to look pretty or easy. And it's also interesting to me, Babe, that the Broncos, with Vance Joseph doing such a great job, they fired him as the head coach and then brought him back a couple years later, and he's been brilliant. 2nd and 10. Shotgun. Prescott blitz up the middle, a free blitzer, and he throws it away over Schoonmaker's head into the bench. And it'll be 3rd down. That was Jonathan Cooper back in coverage. I mean, here's the great thing about Joseph. Someone's coming from somewhere, but you don't know who or where.
And that's the whole thing. The key is trying to identify it all, because they'll come up there. They'll have 7 men on the line of scrimmage. You can't bring 7. You got to cover 5. But you never know which of those 7 are going to come. And that time, one of the best pass rushers, their outside linebacker, Jonathan Cooper, they drop him in coverage, and they get a free runner up the middle.
And Cooper's been a great player for them, and they drafted him in the 7th round. 3rd and 10. Prescott back to throw. Protected this time. He runs up, and he's going to run with the ball. Flag is down. That'll be holding. He gets down to the 35, but it'll come back.
Yeah, and they'll accept this penalty because it'll knock the Cowboys, for the time being, out of field goal range.
That's going to be on Steele, I believe.
Funny, Brad, too, I was talking to Dave Logan, as were you.
Yes.
Just about the Cowboys and Dak, and we were just having a conversation, and I said, he's been so good. I mean, he hits that back foot and the ball's gone. I said, they've given up the 2nd fewest sacks Dallas has. But it's not because they've been great pass protectors. They haven't been. It's just Dak has gotten rid of the ball. But today, that's just not happening.
We are at the end of the first quarter. Dallas trailing Denver 14-3. Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
Throughout time, man has expressed himself through dance. The Charleston, the two-step, and yes, even the Macarena. But few dances have captured the imagination like the victory dance. It says, I am a winner. In your face, world. With Cowboys scratch tickets from the Texas Lottery, you could have lots to celebrate with top prizes of $100K, plus enter for a chance to win VIP Cowboys experiences. Dust off your victory dance and play today. Must be 18 or older. Play responsibly.
Football is a team sport. Every inch of gridiron gain, from the line of scrimmage to the painted end zone, relies on many heads, hands, and hearts working together. It's the same with healthcare. You need the right support, the right access, the right solution, when and where you need it. United Healthcare is the proud healthcare sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. We bring coverage you can count on into Cowboys territory. See how at UHC.com.
last call, Hail Mary, touchdown, touchdown, eh.
Welcome to the world of WinStar, the casino of the Dallas Cowboys, where 10,000 electronic games plus roulette, craps, and blackjack is just the beginning. Get lost in our 2-story luxury spa, rest in one of our vast hotel towers, and catch the biggest names in music and comedy at the spectacular Lucas Oil Live, all just 1 hour north of DFW. So come live in the wow at the world of WinStar. Please game responsibly.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you... Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine. Wow. Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service. Guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
Lowe's knows you've got to finish those home projects to earn your Sunday. So grab your Cobalt tools, LG appliances, and Pit Boss grills, online or in-store. Lowe's, the official sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. Second quarter just about ready to get underway here in Denver. Broncos leading the Cowboys 14-3. And Brad Shan, the Cowboys have the very unenviable task of trying to convert a 3rd and 20 here.
Well, I don't think they're going to try to convert it. But the question is, how close can you get and feel good about Aubrey? Because you don't want to give up field position now. 3rd and 20. Dallas now left to right at their 47. Prescott under pressure, throws it out left, and it's broken up by Moss on the pass for Flanoy on the sideline, and just great coverage.
Yeah, don't sleep on Riley Moss.
No.
He is the other corner in this Denver defense. Everybody knows about Pat Surtain, but he has been very good. And again, Dak Prescott under pressure and takes a hit as he releases his football.
Yeah, it's going to be ugly. And Brian Anger is going to punt it away to Mims.
So it would have been a 70-yard field goal attempt. Again, if it were right before the half, maybe. But at this point in the game, there's no way. Yeah. Even though I think Brandon Aubrey would make it.
Yeah, but then, I think so too. Here's a booming punt that is called a fair catch by Mims, and he makes it pinned up against the sideline at the 10. You can't do much better than that. That's a 42-yard punt by Anger, and it backs the Broncos up. And the one other thing about that last play, that 3rd down play, is that I'm going to just say that I don't believe that Terrence Steele can block Jonathan Cooper.
Well, he certainly couldn't on that play. And the interesting thing is, I think Steele does a better job with kind of the speed rusher. He can get bull rush, where the defender just goes right down his breastplate and tries to shove him into the quarterback. But this time, it just got beat. Again, to the inside, like Guyton did previously. It's just a real quick boom. And Dak Prescott's got to get the ball up so early, he just couldn't get it.
Ready. Broncos start at their 10, coming right to left out of the I formation. Hand the ball off to the rookie Harvey, and he is swarmed, maybe a yard gain at about the 11. The Broncos have tried to piece together an offense that can complement their defense. Harvey was a 2nd-round pick. Nix was a 1st-round pick, although there were several other quarterbacks more highly touted in the draft last year.
Well, 6 of those guys went off the board in the first 12 picks, and he was the last of the 6. But it'll be very interesting to see where all their careers take all 6.
2nd and 9. Nix in the gun. Played a lot of college football. Played 3 years at Auburn before he went to Oregon. Back to throw, no pressure. Now he's chased out by Williams, throws it to the right, to the sideline, and it is incomplete.
Well, he had Courtland Sutton open, and as he's rolling right, I say it all the time, the ball is going to travel the direction you're going, and this ball just keeps going right on him. But really a relatively easy throw for a guy like Bo Nix.
This is only their 2nd 3rd down of the game.
Well, now it's the Cowboys putting them into the 3rd and 1. That's what they've been looking to do.
All right. Both safeties are deep. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Back goes Nix. No pressure again. Throws it to the right sideline. Franklin uncovered. Couple of steps on Bridges.
Yeah, but they're saying out.
Oh, they say out?
4th down.
Oh, my. Well, there again, isn't that another case of what you were just saying? Not I mean, Bridges had decent coverage, but Nix has that completion if he makes a good throw.
It's an easy pitch and catch for an NFL quarterback receiver, and I think a big part of it was the ball just kind of got bobbled as he's going out of bounds. He gets 1-2 down, but then, nice job.
Yeah, I give Bridges credit.
Nice job by Bridges.
He got into Franklin's back and shoved him. Hey, Bridges looks like he's got a chance to be a useful player. And they're going to punt it out of the end zone. And the rookie Jeremy Crawshaw, the Australian whom they drafted, punts it to the left sideline. Turpin faked catching it, and the ball went out of bounds at about the 41. That's a 48-yard punt. But the Cowboys are still going to have decent field position, trailing 14-3 early second quarter. Dallas Cowboys football will continue in a...
No tariff on treasures or compromises on fashion here at Crown Jewels & Coin. Get a gem of a deal from our large collection of locally sourced and pre-owned fine jewelry, including Rolex watches. You can also count on our reliably low prices for the statement pieces you want, from wedding rings and fashion chains to big show-stopping diamonds, both natural and lab-grown. Affordable luxury, no price surprises here at Crown Jewels & Coin for all you treasure. San Mateo, north of Candelaria.
Nearly 300 doctors have left our state since 2019 because state-level policies make it a hostile place for doctors to practice. That means longer wait time for your kids, longer drives out of state, and fewer doctors when your family needs care most. But we have the power to take back our health care. By demanding change to the broken system through the Patient-Led New Mexico movement, let's heal policy for healthcare together. Get started at patientlednm.org. Paid for by Patient-Led NM.
Craving a taste of Ireland right here in New Mexico? Head to Two Fools Tavern in Nob Hill. Sip on a perfect pint of craft or imported beer, or explore their extensive whiskey selection, including over 100 single malt scotches. Transport yourself to Dublin with their award-winning fish and chips, plus other authentic pub fare like Guinness beef box tea and cottage pie. Experience Ireland right here in New Mexico at Two Fools Tavern on Central and Nob Hill, where the crack is mighty.
Dear Friday, Toyota says, let's put good times in gear with the Tundra, Tacoma, and 4Runner. Want some cool available features? We've got power tailgates to power game days and a trailer backup guide that's the champ of the ramp. Heck, we might even cancel Monday. Toyota Trucks. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Visit your Albuquerque Santa Fe Toyota dealer today. Toyota. Let's go places.
The Farmer's Dog is the official pet food of the Dallas Cowboys. It's real fresh food, portioned just for your dog and delivered to your door. Visit thefarmersdog.com/Cowboys.
Cowboys are coming left to right from their 41. Turpin's in the slot on the left inside of Lamb. Prescott is under center. 1st and 10, 14-3 Broncos. Very, very noisy at Empower Field. And here's a flag and a handoff to the running back, Blue. Jaden Blue coming about 3 yards to the 44.
Offside, number 98, defense lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
That would be John Franklin Myers.
Well, they're even, because James Houston did it for Dallas, and now Franklin Myers has done it for Denver.
Yeah, Houston's might have been more impactful, but we'll see. The Jets won today. Who said the Cowboys can't win up here? The Jets won and came from behind. Beat the Bengals 39-38. 1st and 5. Handoff, Blue coming right across the 50. Hurdled a man. Got a block and went to about the 40-yard line with a first down. The hurdle was good. The block was from Pickens. And Blue has picked up a first down.
Nice run there. Cowboys going no huddle here. They're getting on the ball, going quickly.
13 on the run for Jaden Blue. Snap to Prescott, back and sets, and whips it to the right sideline to Pickens at the 35. Standing in front of Surtain, he might have gotten to the 33. That's about 8. That's the first time I felt like they've had any rhythm today, offensively.
Yeah, and that was one of those where Dak, caught it, dropped, hit the back foot, throw it. These tackles are going to have issues today for the Cowboys.
Sure.
They're going to need help.
Not problems.
Yeah, not problems, issues. they're going to need help. They're going to need tight end, or they're going to need a back chipping. It's that simple.
Schoonmaker goes left and sets up there. Prescott's under center. Spanford goes left. Handoff Blue. Cuts left. Puts his head down. Dives toward the yard to gain, and he might have a first down at the 31. It's very close. Talanoa Hufanga, the safety, made the stop. This is an example of why they're so good. They picked up guys like Hufanga. Was so good for the 49ers, you thought they'd never let him go. He had an injury. They let him go. Broncos signed him. Blue didn't get the first down, and this is 3rd down and 1 at the 30. I formation. They gave it to the fullback, Lipke, and like all good fullbacks, he plunged forward for a first down to the 29.
Now, you mentioned Hufanga and Brevin Spanford. Hufanga are going at it about 10 yards downfield from the ball, and Christy, you can help us out on this one here. We know Brock Hoffman, he's going to scrap after every play, shove, push. Spanford is getting into the Brock Hoffman league.
I want him in the dark alley with me when danger abounds. At
the Denver 29, Dallas 1st and 10. 5-step drop, Prescott, good protection. Lamb, fade, deep left sideline, end zone. Lamb, out of bounds. And I give Moss, the cornerback, babe, credit for riding him out of bounds. He wouldn't let him run the route to the inside where he wanted it.
He was good coverage here on that fade up the left sideline. Pretty good throw by Dak. It's just a little bit outside. We're getting another look. One foot got down, but the second did not.
Riley Moss, a 3rd-round pick in his 3rd year. Surtain we've talked about. They are 2 of the reasons their defense is so good. 2nd down and 10 at the 29. Inside handoff to Javonte Williams, who grinds his way down to the 25 for 4. Stopped by former Longhorn Malcolm Roach.
They're getting it into a manageable 3rd down here. But again, the Broncos, they're going to cross the board. Sacks, number 1, defense. But their 3rd down defense is just outstanding. Best in the league. Obviously, that start. If you have a good pass rush and 2 good corners, you're probably going to be pretty good on 3rd down, and that's what they've got.
It helps to have really good players.
And a really loud crowd. Listen to these folks.
3rd and 6. Prescott in the gun. Throws a slant for Pickens, and he caught it down at the 15 for a first down. In front of Surtain. And that's a hard pattern to stop, but boy, you got no room for error on the accuracy of that pass. And by the way, just about every body part Pickens took with him on that route got hammered but before he got tackled. 9 to Pickens on 3rd and 6. First down and 10 at the Denver 17. Prescott's under center. There goes Schoonmaker in motion. Handoff. Blue starts left, cuts right. Little speed across the 10, put his foot in the ground, and got to actually stopped at the 11 by Brandon Jones, another former Longhorn from Nacogdoches. 6-yard gain for Blue.
Talked about the Cowboys offense not really having a rhythm. They're finding a little bit on this drive, but Jaden Blue has certainly found it. I mean, he is running well.
He's inspired by that dominating Texas win yesterday.
He's still out there, too. This is his series.
2nd and about 4 at the Denver 10. Listen to the crowd. Prescott hand signals out to Lamb. Hand off to Blue. Flag on the play as Blue tried a little slant run, a little cross buck to the 9. Didn't get very much.
Illegal formation offense, number 87, was covered on the line of scrimmage.
Oferg.
5-yard penalty.
Okay, well, it's not Oferg. If he was covered, that means somebody outside of him.
I always love it because, the tackles usually get called for that. This time it's but it's not their penalty. It's a guy outside. So I don't think they should be allowed to say. Now, if Ed Hockley were here, he would say we're going to have to call it on 87. However, he was not the guilty party. Really, the receiver needs to be up on the line. That did not happen, so we're calling it on 87.
And the receiver was C.D. Lamb, who just needed to be back a step. So it's now 2nd and 9. Prescott back and looking left. He's got time. Now he throws right. Great throw to Schoonmaker at the 5. Digging to the 1 and dragged down short. Oh, what a throw and a heck of a route by Schoonmaker. 15 yards to the 1.
Oh, Schoonmaker, I thought was going to go in. I think the knee went down before he got there. I think it was a good call. We'll get a look on our replay. Yep, and it sure was. Babe, down inside the 1, but I thought he was going to score.
I did too, and it's a tremendous tackle by Brandon Jones, the safety, that kept him out of the end zone. That could have been a touchdown, but outstanding safety play by Jones denied him. First and goal at the 1. Not the first time they've had that today. Prescott trying to change the play. Dallas has to call timeout.
Dallas.
With 8:10 left in the second quarter, Cowboys are knocking on the door. 14-3 Denver. They are as much fun as the Cowboys are to watch playing offense. To me, that's how much fun the Broncos are to watch playing defense.
Provided you don't have to block them.
Yeah, no, right. Right. But, it's just the way that they have put their team together. And these are all such good players.
Yeah, hey, and let me say this. I'm all for saving those timeouts. But to me, that's a good timeout. If you're a little discombobulated, everybody's not on the same page, you got the ball inside the 1, don't risk it. Good timeout by Schottenheimer.
All right. First down and goal. Pickens in motion to the left. They're going to sneak this ball, and he's not going to get anywhere near the goal line. Man, oh man, oh man.
That was not even threatening.
No. No.
He went over to the right side. Christy?
Jack did not have good control of that ball. It was kind of slipping out of his hands a little bit, so I just think he wanted to make sure he controlled that football. But yeah, got nowhere with that.
Babe, I recommend they not do that again. Not saying you can't run it, but don't do that. They are so stout up the middle. Second and goal at the 1. Flournoy in motion to the left, handoff. Williams diving behind the left guard. Touchdown, Javonte Williams. Oh, is he happy to get that? And did his team need that? That is the Cowboys' Miller Lite first touchdown of the game. And if you joined us along the way, the Cowboys got an interception on Denver's first possession, and they were knocking at the door in the early first quarter, but they were turned aside and had to settle for a field goal. And that they had a penalty, and they had a couple of runs that were stuffed, and they had great coverage on the passes they tried to throw. So, babe, that's a big deal, that touchdown.
Huge.
7:28 left in the half. Aubrey for the extra point. Kick is perfect. Score is Denver 14, Dallas 10. 7:29 left in the second quarter. Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
This football season, the Dallas Cowboys have teamed up with Carter Blood Care to tackle the critical community need for blood donations. When you donate blood in October, you'll be able to gear up this football season with a new Cowboys t-shirt. Be a game changer for someone in need. To make an appointment, call 1-800-366-2834 or visit carterbloodcare.org. Visit carterbloodcare.org today to help save lives.
Fly to Philly, take off to Tampa, depart for Denver. Following your team on the road is more rewarding with the American Airlines Advantage program. Your flights and everyday spend not only earn you miles toward your next trip, but also loyalty points toward Advantage status. All the more reason to purchase both a home and away jersey. With status comes great benefits like priority boarding, free checked bags, and complimentary upgrades. Not a member? Enroll for free today at AA.com. American Airlines, you are why we fly. Terms and conditions apply.
If you're looking for fresh American roasted coffee that gives back, you need to head to your local grocery store and pick up a bag of Black Rifle coffee. That's right, America's Coffee is now available in the coffee aisle of a grocery store near you. Black Rifle Coffee Company is veteran-founded with a mission to give back to those brave men and women who have served our nation. Every bag, box, or can you purchase helps support that mission. Head to your local grocery store and roast yourself Black Rifle Coffee today.
Cowboy fans, this season choose Miller Lite, the only light beer brewed with great taste, 96 calories, and only 3.2 carbs. It's Miller time.
From the field to the festivities, Lucchese embodies the essence of luxury and tradition. Handcrafted with meticulous precision, each pair offers unmatched comfort and style. Stand tall while you're tailgating or cheering in the stands with the Dallas Cowboys collection by Lucchese. Shop the collection today at the Lucchese store at the Star in Frisco or online at lucchese.com. Lucchese, the official boot of the Dallas Cowboys and Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
The Dallas Cowboys and Tequila Herradura know the difference between great and extraordinary. Great is making the playoffs. Extraordinary is doing it 36 times. So when you toast America's most extraordinary team, choose the world's most extraordinary tequila. Tequila Herradura. Extraordinary awaits. So Javonte Williams takes it in from a yard out, pulls the Cowboys to within 14-10. In case you just joined us, Cowboys got the first points of the game on the field goal. Denver comes back with 2 touchdowns to take the 14-3 lead at the end of the first quarter, and it's now 14-10 Denver.
And Aubrey punched the kickoff a little harder than he wanted to, bounced into the end zone for a touchback that'll give Denver the ball at the 35-yard line.
Now the Cowboys defense, after getting throttled pretty good in the first 2 drives there, actually the first drive was fine. They got them off the field on an interception, but that last drive, they got the Broncos 3 and out. You always hear complimentary football. Kind of what is complimentary football? It's pinning them down at the 10, like Anger did on the punt, going 3 and out. You take over the ball at your own 41, great field position, and then you punch it in for the touchdown.
So the Broncos right to left in the orange shirts at their 35, first down. Nix gives it to Dobbins. There's a hole. Crosses the 40. Kenny Clark finally got him after about a 7 or 8 yard run.
And J.K. Dobbins, originally a second-round draft pick by Baltimore, so he played for John Harbaugh. Last year, he was with the Chargers, played for Jim Harbaugh. Obviously, Broncos picked him up this year, but they asked him the difference, and he said, well, Jim, I like them both. Jim's crazy. I mean, a good crazy, but he's kind of crazy. Yeah, I think there's a little difference between John and Jim, even though
he might have been being generous. 2nd and 3 for the Broncos. You can't give up 7 yards on first down. Here's Nix with a play fake and a boot to the left, chased and throws it out. A flag is down as the ball is caught down at the 45 by Franklin for a first down. But check this flag.
It's in the secondary. We'll see.
Holding number 14. Defense penalties declined. Results of the play. First down.
And again, Marquise Bell and Elijah Clark are the starting safeties today because Malik Hooker is still on injured reserve and Donovan Wilson is injured. Couldn't go.
Talk about a makeshift secondary.
Oh, my goodness. Bo Nix, 6 of 10 for 101 yards. That 10-yard average per pass will get your attention. At the Dallas 45, first down. Nix back, stands, looks, goes deep to the middle, and the ball is incomplete. And a tripping call will be called here on Elijah Clark.
Yeah, trying to get the deep post down the middle. Easy call to make. Just runs up the back of him. Now,
pass interference, number 38. Defense, by rule, the ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
So the Cowboys came with a blitz from Marquise Bell again, and he just got nowhere near Bo Nix. And again, when you're blitzing and you're bringing that 5th defender, you're typically in man coverage. You don't have enough guys to play zone. So man is great if you got the people to play it, and I'm just not sure the Cowboys have them today to sit there and go man-to-man with all these receivers.
Yeah, especially if they're going to blitz a safety. Bell's blitzed twice and got nowhere near home, so it's 1st and 10 at the 13. Nix with a little play fake, bubble screen on the right side. Ingram catches it at the 5, bangs his way down to the 1, is just denied by Leofau. Ingram, was a first-round pick of the Giants. Babe, I thought he was a real underachiever in New York. And it was just, 3 years ago or so in Jacksonville when he caught 114 balls, and that's when he became the player the Giants were trying to draft years ago.
He just kind of teased you. Tremendous ability. It just seemed like every game he would drop an important pass. Not once a season or once every 4 weeks. It just seemed like every game there was a drop pass.
Extra tight end, and here is unabated to the quarterback by Solomon Thomas.
Encroachment, number 90, defense, half the distance to the goal.
Solly got a good head start there.
Yes, he did.
That is 7 penalties on Dallas, 2 on Denver.
Wow.
And that's just, Schottenheimer's been talking for a couple of weeks about the penalties. And that you can't have them, and you certainly can't have them at this rate against a team that's probably better than you physically.
Again, that pass interference, they call it a combative penalty. It's during the course, but you can't do what the Cowboys have done just there. And they almost jumped again.
First and goal, handoff to Dobbins, and he is swallowed whole by Sam Williams behind the line of scrimmage. That might be the best play Sam Williams has made all year.
He just came from the left side of that offense of the Broncos, and nobody blocked him. And he just tracked down the ball carrier from behind.
Yeah, and he was way split out to the defensive right, and his best asset is his speed. And again, when no one blocks you and you can get ahead of steam. So the ball's back at the 2. Second and goal. Broncos leading 14-10.
Mozzie Smith had to sprint, and I mean sprint to get out of there.
Under center, Nix, handoff. Dobbins up the middle, pushing at the goal line. Pushing, stopped.
Yeah, they're marking him short.
Yeah.
The crowd, he ends up in the end zone, but this is going to be a forward progress deal where you cannot review it. Once they mark it, you can't take a look and say, hey, we're going to challenge this, because when they rule forward progress stop, that's it.
And trust me, I didn't say stopped until I saw that line judge over there hold his hand up. So
how many guys were in that final plot? I mean, there had to be 16 guys in there.
Yeah, at least. At least. All right, third and goal at the 1.
It's a very short one.
Yeah, watch the power play. Watch the bootleg. Watch the screen. It's a direct snap to the running back, Harvey. Watch that. Right behind the left guard. Touchdown, Broncos. R.J. Harvey, the rookie from Central Florida, has his first 2 touchdowns of his young career. And when the play is over, there's a flag. Some knuckleheadedness happened at the conclusion of the play.
So which team had the knucklehead, though? That's the question.
Both had some. I think the Cowboys might have had...
We're going to find out.
A bigger one.
Well, they're talking to Sean Payton. That's not a good sign, because they're asking him, do you want to do it from the 1 and go for 2, or do you want to enforce it on the kickoff? Undoubtedly.
Personal foul after the play was over, the touchdown. Personal foul number 54. Defense. Denver has elected to go half the distance from the 2-yard line to the 1 and go for 2 points.
Well, 54 take it, 54 giveth away.
Yeah, that you cannot not do that. That is a...
No, he just did.
Yeah.
What do you mean you cannot?
Well, you're correct. You can put your hand up in the guy's face.
But you'll pay a price for it.
You can shove him. Yeah.
All right, here comes 2-point attempt from the 1.
All right, that's what you get. So 1 point on Sam Williams here if they score this. Man in motion right to left. Nix will keep it, roll to the right, throw it. A flag is down. He was looking for Ingram. The ball's incomplete, but there's a marker.
Illegal man downfield. Garrett Bowles, the left tackle, is about 5 yards into the end zone when this ball gets thrown.
An eligible player downfield, number 72. That's declined. The try is unsuccessful.
I thought he was in the route. I mean, did they declare tackle eligible or something and I miss it? Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
Hey Cowboys fans, when you stay at Omni Frisco at the Star, you stay at the official hotel of your favorite team. We've built this place just for real fans like you. Smack dab in the middle of the Star, world headquarters of the Dallas Cowboys and their 12,000-seat practice stadium. Walk in and it's like waking up in cowboy heaven. You've dreamed of a place like this, and now you can dream in a place like this. When you're looking for a place to stay in the game at Omni Frisco at the Star, the official hotel of the Dallas Cowboys.
Throughout time, man has expressed himself through dance. The Charleston, the two-step, and yes, even the Macarena. But few dances have captured the imagination like the victory dance. It says, I am a winner. In your face, whirl. With Cowboys scratch tickets from the Texas Lottery, you could have lots to celebrate with top prizes of $100K, plus enter for a chance to win VIP Cowboys experiences. Dust off your victory dance and play today. Must be 18 or older. Play responsibly.
There is less than 1/100th of an inch of motor oil protecting your car's engine. Friction and heat causes engine oil to experience thermal breakdown, weakening its ability to protect the engine and its parts. Lucas Heavy-Duty Oil Stabilizer is specially formulated to resist thermal breakdown, protect vital engine parts, and extends the life of your engine. It also stops smoking, knocking, and internal oil consumption in worn engines. Lucas Oil, the official oil of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey Cowboy fans, Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
Are you ready to elevate your barbecue game? Matt Pittman of Meat Church here, the official pitmaster of the Dallas Cowboys. Visit meatchurch.com, your ultimate destination for the freshest rubs and seasonings and barbecue supplies.
Are you ready to learn a new game and invest like the pros? Don't worry, even the pros were rookies in crypto once. Blockchain.com makes buying, selling, and trading crypto easy. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. 3:47 remaining here in Denver. 3:47 in the first half. Broncos with the touchdown now take the 20-10 lead. R.J. Harvey, who had 2 receiving touchdowns on the season, none rushing. He's got 2 touchdowns today in the first half.
He said, I signed on as a running back. Here is the kick. Bounces at the one. Turpin let it go in hopes it would go out of bounds.
Yeah, let's see.
It went into the end zone.
Definitely went in the end zone. Did it land in the landing zone? Carl Sheffer's the referee. He was right on it. Did the ball ever land into the end zone, or did it land in the landing zone? We're going to find out. The difference is 15 yards.
Yeah, they're trying to. They don't know. They're waiting for someone upstairs to tell them the ball's going to be placed
On the field, is the ball hit the line and in the field of play at the same time? That's a touchback 20.
Wow. Hit the line and the field of play. Straddled it.
At the same time. It's difficult to straddle something when you have no legs. But there's the ball.
The ball's at the 20. And again, huge difference between getting it at the 20 and getting it at the 35.
Cowboys down by 10, left to right at their 20. Prescott back, runs out to the left. There's a lot of room, and he's going to slide a yard short of the first down at the 29. There was a lot of room because Guyton was getting beat like a drum by Cooper out there, but he did have the wherewithal to ride him up the field a little bit.
Yeah, when that guy beats him to the inside at tackle, either tackle, you got no shot as a quarterback. But when they ride him outside, he was getting beat, but Dak stepped up and just helped his tackle out there and made some yards.
If you're not going to block him, just move him. Ride him up the field like Guyton did. 2nd and 1 at the Dallas 29. Prescott under center, a little delay to Javonte Williams. Coming right, he's stopped. He bounces away. He's stopped again and is going to be given forward progress at the line of scrimmage, which is way generous by the Laufenberg-friendly officiating crew of Carl Sheffers.
And they got a 3rd and 1. Denver is undoubtedly, they're thinking about their timeouts now. Denver has, if I'm reading the scoreboard correctly, Denver has 2 remaining, as do the Cowboys.
We are 2:34 from halftime.
Let me rephrase that. If I'm reading the scoreboard correctly, and the scoreboard is correct.
There you go. Shotgun 3rd and 1, and a pass nearly intercepted by Cooper, who dropped the ball.
Wow.
Prescott tried to go into the left flat, and Cooper dropped back in coverage in front of Turpin, leaped up, had both hands on it.
They had a little pick play to the left side, picked for Turpin. He is open. The only problem is Cooper started out as a pass rusher and then fell off, and boy, that could have been disastrous.
Yeah.
And I hate to say, as a quarterback, Dak Prescott just isn't expecting that. He didn't see it and almost intercepted.
And here is Brian Anger to punt for the 3rd time. Nice high kick. Mims backing up, catches it at the 15, starts left to the 25-30, run out of bounds. Malik Davis, elevated from the practice squad for this game, ran him out. The punt by Anger, 56 yards, and a 16-yard return by Mims, which is excellent. And if you're watching and listening and you wonder why can't they do anything against this Denver defense, I will just tell you, Denver has better players and a phenomenal scheme, which is based on having better players.
Provided they're not saying, look, I just tuned in for the fourth quarter last week and I saw what the Giants did.
Right. First down and 10, Denver at their own 28-yard line. They lead 20-10, nearing halftime. Nix with a little play fake, rolling right, throw back left to the 30-yard line to Dobbins, who tried a spin move on air and wound up spinning right into the arms of Tequez Bridges, who made a nice tackle. And Bridges had like 6 plays on defense until last week when he got like 79% of them. And we'll tell you the significance of that when we come back from the WinStar World Casino and Resort 2-minute warning. Denver leading 20-10. Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
Cowboys fans, when it comes to navigating the ever-changing world of tax, your business needs a partner it can trust to tackle even your biggest tax challenges. Ryan is the largest firm in the world dedicated exclusively to business taxes. Our team of tax professionals has local expertise in all areas of tax and can help you uncover savings opportunities you didn't know you had. Learn more about how Ryan can improve your overall corporate tax performance by visiting Ryan.com. Ryan, the official tax partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboys Nation is big because everything's bigger in Texas. And Reliant has the energy to power it all. From home field advantage to home sweet home, Reliant has Dallas Cowboys fans all across the Lone Star State covered for every electric moment this season and beyond. Reliant, proud to be the official energy provider of your Dallas Cowboys.
Reliant, PUCT number 10007.
Blockchain.com has the tools to help you win. Visit www.blockchain.com/cowboys to kick off your crypto game for real.
At Batteries Plus, we don't just sell batteries, we recycle them too. So don't toss your old ones. They're packed with critical materials we can reuse. Come in and recycle old lithium batteries found in your power tools, power banks, wearables, and small electronics. You'll score a chance to win Cowboys tickets, a VIP experience, and more. Join America's team and recycle with Batteries Plus, the official battery recycling partner of the Dallas Cowboys. Batteries Plus, the experts in charge.
Throughout time, man has expressed himself through dance. The Charleston, the two-step, and yes, even the Macarena. But few dances have captured the imagination like the victory dance. It says, I am a winner. In your face, world. With Cowboys scratch tickets from the Texas Lottery, you could have lots to celebrate with top prizes of $100K, plus enter for a chance to win VIP Cowboys experiences. Dust off your victory dance and play today. Must be 18 or older. Play responsibly.
We are back in Denver at the 2-minute warning. Broncos leading the Cowboys 20-10. Time for our Luke Casey NFL update. The Eagles, they beat the Giants today 38-20. The Commanders will play tomorrow night at Kansas City. And Arizona Cardinals, who the Cowboys will see next Monday night, they're on a bye this week. They're at 2-5.
Broncos are 2nd down and 5. They're going to run the ball. Dobbins, huge hole on the left side. Breaks 340, 45, 48, 49. Before he is run down from behind by Shamar James. 15 yards, another explosive run against the Cowboy defense. Sorry.
No, excuse me. 145, clock counting. Again, Denver with 2 timeouts. Kind of that little sugar huddle here.
At the Denver 46. Nix in the gun. Back and looking, standing and throwing easily to Sutton. Little skinny post across the 50. Right on the stick mark in front of Bridges for a 10-yard gain and a first down to the Dallas 43.
First down here on first down, and the Cowboys just cannot get Denver into a third down situation. Denver's had only 3 third down attempts in the first half. They're making first downs on first and second. Not good for your defense.
Snap on 1st and 10. Nix running it out of the pocket, drops it off to Dobbins at the 40, chased by Bland out of bounds, held somehow to the 43. If Bland wasn't as fast as he is, then that would have been a big problem. He was getting ready to try to turn the corner.
Dobbins, obviously working on his third team this year. We mentioned in Baltimore and then in Los Angeles with the Chargers, but 5-yard average this year. His career average is 5.2 a carry. You want that guy on your team, don't you?
Well, Denver did. Yeah, he's better than his reputation probably. 2nd and 4 at the Dallas 36. Nick's back, no pressure, throws it out, caught by Ingram. Right on the stick mark, out of bounds at the Dallas 32. Looks like another first down.
If you want to see blitzes, the Cowboys are bringing him. This time it's Shamar James. He's a little bit late to the party, though. He starts so far off before he gets his blitz going that he's not a factor.
Easy pitches and catches for Bo Nix. 10 of 14. Well, 11 of 15 for 143 yards. At the Dallas 32, 1st and 10, 50 seconds remaining in the half. And Nix with a little play fake, screen left to Franklin. There's a block, there's a missed tackle, and he is finally stopped with an 8-yard gain at the Dallas 24.
Denver takes a timeout.
Bland had to range all the way across the field to get him, so the Cowboys without Trayvon Diggs, who's got a concussion and an aggravation of his knee injury, and he's been put on injured reserve. And that means that they're waiting for Savon Rebel, the rookie, and he'll probably be brought off injured reserve, if not for Arizona, then for the post-bye game in Las Vegas.
And don't think the cavalry is coming when he returns.
No,
he's had no off-season, no training camp.
I mean, right.
Anything you get from him this year will be a bonus.
A bonus, right.
And don't think, here comes
a little advance payment on next year.
Yeah.
2nd down, 2.5 at the Dallas 24-yard line. And in motion, Franklin into the right slot. Nix changing the signals in an empty gun. 10-point Denver lead. They're looking for more. Back to throw. Flag. Free play. Throws it in the left corner of the end zone. Bryant got right behind the cornerback, Bridges, for the touchdown. Broncos. 24 yards. Perfect strike from Bo Nix.
Offside. Number 97, defense. Penalties declined. Result of the play. Touchdown.
Now, Diggy Zua got in there early. Bo Nix knew he had a free play. Puts up the deep shot up the left sideline. Pat Bryant with his first professional touchdown. This guy had 10 touchdown receptions at Illinois last year. Really good throw by Bo Nix here. I mean, it was a perfect throw, but boy, these penalties are just killing the Cowboys, killing them.
Extra point by Lutz. Good. 39 seconds remaining in the half, and the score becomes Denver 27 and Dallas 10. That coverage by Bridges wasn't terrible. It's not like the guy ran away from him, but Bo Nix with an exceptional throw. And again, anyone who thinks that Bo Nix is not a major league quarterback, and he's working with a guy who knows how to train him too.
Now, I'm not one to point people to my Twitter or X, but go ahead and look at it. I posted again today. It was my pre-draft analysis of Bo Nix before he was drafted, before he got to Denver, and I really thought he was going to be a player, Brad. And so far, he has been, and certainly has been in this game. Okay, here's the deal too. Cowboys have scored the most points in the last 2 minutes of the first half of any team in the NFL. They're down 27-10. They need to get points here. I don't care if it's 3 or 7. And not going to be easy. They've got 2 timeouts and right now 39 seconds. And I'm sure Denver's going to make Turpin return this to try to chew another 5-6 seconds off the clock here.
Rushing.
Oh, wow. They did. Okay. Excuse me.
Yeah, they booted it out of the back, so they'll give the Cowboys the ball at the 35.
That was intentional. I thought they would kick to him, make him return it. Again, that chews 5 or 6 seconds off the clock maybe. No time goes off the clock, so the Cowboys still have that 39 seconds and the 2 timeouts.
The numbers for Dallas's most spotlight-worthy players on offense are just as grimy as Prescott thought they would be. First down at the 35, shotgun. Back to throw. There's a good block from Guyton. Prescott escapes pressure on the right. He runs, slides at the 42. Picked up about 7. Dallas calls time. Prescott's hit 8 of 14 for 91 yards. 91. And Pickens has caught 3 for 24, and Lamb 2 for 35.
And the protection has been a problem today. Now, again, have to go back to it. Denver led the league in sacks last year. They're leading again this year. They've got pass rushers, but Dak Prescott just hasn't had the time that he's had in previous games to sit back and find a receiver.
He knew that was going to be the case.
Yeah.
He knew it.
No, they knew it. I mean,
yeah, everybody knew it.
They didn't go in. Okay, now, you got to think Aubrey, 31 seconds, you got a timeout. Try to get the ball to the 50, which is 9 more yards. That'd be 68 yards.
2nd and 4, 31 seconds. Prescott back to throw. Deep out to the left. Pickens caught it at the 48. And then they're all over him. And he did not get out of bounds. They got a call timeout with the ball at the Dallas 48 with a first down. So you got 22 seconds, but is that the last timeout?
Last timeout. Now here's the deal. 22 seconds. You can complete the ball in the field of play and come up and spike it. So you have plenty of time here. I say plenty of time to get Aubrey on the field.
Yeah. If they don't gain another yard, it would be a 70-yarder from here in the upper part of the big orange D for Denver in the middle of the field. They'd like to get him a little closer.
You know, Javonte Williams has broken these runs in this situation, but I don't know if he'll run the ball, but I'm not so sure that you don't. Catch Denver in the right defense. We know what Javonte Williams has been doing.
Almost out of time on the play clock. Snap back. He's got time. Good protection. Deep ball to the middle for Ferguson. Intercepted. At the 25-yard line, the Longhorn, Zadai Barron, riding with Ferguson in double coverage. And the one thing Dak could not do right there, that is his first interception since the end of the Chicago game. Did he just try to get too cute and fit it into Ferguson?
Yeah, a little underthrown. And here's the thing, too, that's not a linebacker running with him. You know, when you have a linebacker, you throw it right by his ear hole and you figure he won't turn around for it. You know, that's a first-round draft pick corner that ran with it. A little bit underthrown, but there wasn't much of a window for Dak to hit there.
He was a safety at Texas, and he's a corner for Denver, but he was covering the tight end there. Broncos start at their 23, and they'll just take a knee. I really thought, and we'll see how his career plays out, he reminded me of a Darren Woodson starter kit, just a little slower with the skill set.
Well, then I like the way it's going to turn out.
Well, yeah, I mean, but he's a phenomenal player. So the turnovers are even at 1 apiece. The Cowboys have given up 1 sack. The difference is the penalties. The Cowboys have committed 8 of them, and the suffocating Denver defense.
Boy, the one thing you had to do there was get Brandon Aubrey on the field, and they didn't do it.
And it's 27-10 Broncos, and time for the Jim Beam halftime show. Well, Jim Beam sounds like a good idea right now. Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
It's that time of the year, Dallas, when greatness is tested. Battles are fought, memories are made, and legends are born. It's football season. Are you ready for it? We're here to help you gear up, get out, and get loud. Because when the whistle blows, the Cowboys count on Dallas. So, show up, show your pride, support the boys. Check out all your favorite gear now at shop.dallascowboys.com. The Cowboys' official pro shop, a Fanatics experience.
It is race time in Texas. The Grand Prix of Arlington is bringing high-speed IndyCar action to the streets of Arlington's Entertainment District March 13th through 15th of 2026. Feel the adrenaline as top drivers weave around Globe Life Field and AT&T Stadium at speeds of 180 miles per hour. Don't miss your chance to witness history. Join us for nonstop entertainment at the Grand Prix of Arlington. Tickets are on sale now. To purchase tickets, visit gparlington.com. That's gparlington.com.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Are you ready to elevate your barbecue game? Matt Pittman of Meat Church here, the official pitmaster of the Dallas Cowboys. Visit meatchurch.com, your ultimate destination for the freshest rubs and seasonings and barbecue supplies.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you...
Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine.
Wow.
Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service, guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
This is the Halftime Show on the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network. Brought to you by AT&T. Connecting changes everything. Dr. Pepper. Raise your Dr. Pepper glass to America's team. It's a Pepper thing. American Airlines. Proud to be the official airline of your Dallas Cowboys. And by blockchain.com. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Now, your hosts, Brian Broaddus and Zach Wolchuk.
27-10, Denver leading the Cowboys at half, presented by Maker's Mark Bourbon. Enjoy a little taste of Kentucky in Cowboys country. Believe it or not, the Cowboys were up 0-0 after an interception by Bo Nix. Bridges with the pick. Cowboys go down the field 46 yards, but they get stuffed at the 1. They also had a false start penalty that backed them up, so they had to settle for 3. Denver then had back-to-back touchdowns. R.J. Harvey and Troy Franklin, 14-3 Denver. Played in 6 games. Able to draw within 4 as it's 14-10. He got a touchdown against his former team. But the Broncos tack on 2 more scores. R.J. Harvey, second touchdown. Matt Bryant, fellow rookie from 24 yards out from Bo Nix right before the half, put Denver up 27-10. Brian Broaddus.
Yeah, this is, I understand why the defense is having so many problems, but, with the offense is, you feel like that maybe the offensive line's probably going to have their share of protection problems. Running the football looked okay at times, I felt like it needed to have a little bit more of okay, let's try and do it a little earlier, a little later, a little mix up with there. On third down, you try and throw the ball, it gets tipped. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think Shoddy's particularly very good right now calling plays, needs to get that cleaned up. I think Dak is clearly, his situation with all the pressure that he's having to face in this game, the offensive line, the pre-snap penalties. It's just, right now, his first half is an absolute mess from the coaching staff standpoint, the players' standpoint, and the execution standpoint.
And defensively, you really just have no pushback. You got the interception on the first drive, but since then...
And you couldn't score on that.
And that's a huge miss.
Yeah,
you can't go down to the 1 yard line and have to kick a field goal. You've got to get touchdowns anytime this defense does anything positive. Because right now, the thing that's unfortunate is they're just not showing any resistance.
No, not at all. I mean, they're making Bo Nix look like John Elway is, if you want to take a Denver Bronco old quarterback here, but yeah, it's just so unfortunate, and they're not getting any pressure, they're not doing anything, getting off blocks to help in the running game. Even when they try and fit, like they don't fit right. You saw that with Elam on a run play. Honestly, it's just a mess, and they're not. There is no area of this team right now that you could say with any certainty is playing well right now.
No. You got a 21-yard run from Dobbins. He's got 51. A 40-yard run from R.J. Harvey. A 26-yard catch from Franklin. The 24-yard touchdown for Bryant. Just explosive plays all over the place for the Broncos offensively. Let's pause 10 seconds to allow stations to identify themselves across the Dallas Cowboys radio network.
You're listening to ESPN Radio 1017 The Team, KQTM FM, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque, your flagship station for New Mexico United Soccer.
Winning scout Brian Broaddus. Our halftime score 27-10, Denver leading Dallas. This is the Jim Beam halftime show, and you're listening to the Dallas Cowboys radio network.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer, the originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal, writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide, because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
If you shout, "How about them Cowboys?" you have that undeniable passion that's the heart of Cowboys Nation. And if you like to drink Dr. Pepper, you love the unique blend of its 23 flavors. Together, your one-of-a-kind fandom paired with the one-of-a-kind taste of a delicious ice-cold Dr. Pepper is the game day lineup that can't be beat. Better yet, gather your Cowboys and Dr. Pepper fan friends to watch the next game and crack open a delicious ice-cold Dr. Pepper for everyone. The wins will be even tastier. It's a pepper thing.
Dak Prescott, your quarterback here, calling a huddle. Lowe's knows when it's time to put in the work, so they help you tackle your to-do list with LG, Cobalt, and Pit Boss as we count down to Cowboys kickoff. Here we go! Dallas, get out there now and earn your Sunday before game day. Shop now, in-store and online. Lowe's, official partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey Cowboys Nation, escape to the luxury paradise of Nayarit, where adventure meets relaxation. Discover miles of pristine beaches, the lush Sierra Madre Mountains, and vibrant coastal towns. Whether you are surfing the waves in Sayulita, exploring ancient petroglyphs, or tasting the freshest seafood in Mexico, Nayarit has something for everyone. Ready for your next unforgettable adventure? Visit Nayarit, Mexico's best-kept secret, waiting for you to explore.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you... Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine.
Wow. Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service, guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
Halftime, 27-10, Denver leading Dallas. Zach Wolchuk alongside the Super Bowl winning scout Brian Broaddus. And if the Cowboys, who the football to start the second half, are going to try and mount the comeback, like we did see Denver make last week, how's this thing going to need to start, Brian?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you're absolutely right. It's going to have to start with, they're going to have to go get a touchdown here. And then hopefully some things, hopefully the defense can figure some things out like they did against Philadelphia that one time. You remember the delay and all that, and came back and played a much better game in the second half. But right now, they're at an absolute loss for anything that Denver's trying to do for them.
They really are. And I mean, you look at just average yards per play on offense for Denver. I mean, it's bad right now. And let's see if maybe they can go ahead and get a turnover or two. But it's wishful thinking maybe at this point. Dak Prescott, your leading passer, 9 of 17, 97 yards. Javonte Williams does have 25 yards on the ground, and CeeDee Lamb 35 yards. Your most targeted player is George Pickens. He's got 5 targets right now. But I agree with you, man. Maybe more in the middle. Attack the middle of the field here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they had that interception there late, but that's. I think the ball needs to go in the middle of that defense.
Troy Franklin, your leading receiver, 5 for 82 and a touchdown on the Broncos side. It is halftime at Empower Field in Denver. Broncos leading the Cowboys 27-10. Dallas Cowboys football will continue in a moment.
Emerging fund managers and venture capital companies. Streamline your investment strategy with the state of New Mexico's SSBCI program. The SSBCI offers free expert support to help you access opportunities and drive small business growth. We'll help you navigate funding requirements, legal considerations, accounting, and more. Get started today at edd.newmexico.gov. That's edd.newmexico.gov. Sponsored by this station and the NMBA.
8 games, 8 tiny boxes, and somehow you still missed everything. Get off the couch and into the action at Home Plate Bar and Grill inside Santa Ana Star Casino Hotel. See every game, every play blown up on the Jumbotron, where football belongs. Fuel up on our expanded 2025 menu featuring award-winning buffalo or green chili wings and the coldest beer. This is what Sundays were made for. Game days are bigger here. Home Plate Bar and Grill inside Santa Ana Star, where legends are made.
Team Talk on 101.7 The Team.
You were doomed if you went to this poker game. You were doomed from the very beginning, and you were doomed for some big money. Like one person allegedly lost $1.8 million in one sitting, and it shows you the kind of big time fish that they were calling them. Because if you're willing to lose $1.8 million, you're a big fish then that they're trying to lure in.
Right. Team Talk weekdays at 4 on ESPN Radio 101.7 The Team.
At Amazing Grace, our mission is to help elderly and disabled individuals live comfortably at home while achieving the highest level of independence possible. We offer flexible support from mobility assistance and meal prep to hygiene and light housekeeping. And right now, we're hiring part-time caregivers. If you enjoy working with seniors, call 505-796-4900 or visit AmazingGraceInc.com. Amazing Grace, care that feels like home. AmazingGraceInc.com. Medical services not provided.
Dallas Cowboys broadcasts here on 1017 The Team are brought to you in part by Jacuzzi Cal Spa's Wellness, Clark's Pet Emporium, International Protection Services, All In Autographs, and Duke City Ready Mix. Cowboys broadcasts on 1017 The Team are also brought to you in part by Downs Racetrack and Casino, Next Level Restoration and Remodel, Water Authority, Crown Jewels and Coin, and Daniel's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
A connection may be all that it takes to change a life, launch a business, or change a story. The power to connect is the power to change. AT&T. Connecting changes everything. Well, the Cowboys are going to have to change what they did in the first half, which is give up tons of big plays defensively. They had 8 penalties assessed. I think they might have had 3 that were nullified, and so it might have been an 11 or 12 penalty first half for the Cowboys. Anyway, it ends up being 8 officially. The Broncos, by the way, only had 2 for 15 yards. So sometimes you get in those high penalty games and both teams are being heavily penalized, or vice versa. Today it was only the Cowboys, 8 penalties to the Broncos 2, and that hurt.
So the second half begins with Turpin drifting to his right and catching the ball in the end zone and then stepping out of bounds. So that's a touchback and a near-perfect kick by Will Lutz, their veteran kicker. Number of players on this team who were with Sean Payton in New Orleans or who he knew from having been there, and Lutz is one of them. So that kick went just a little bit further than Lutz wanted it to, and the Cowboys will start at the 35. So, Babe, how do you get back in the game?
It's this first drive here, if you came in thinking we needed to run it. Just play your offense right here. The time will come where they're going to have to maybe speed things up, but it's not here yet.
He's going to start with a little hook to Flanoy on the left side, caught at the 40, and Flanoy spinning upfield for 2 to the 42. And Chris Abrams-Drain, the second-year corner from Missouri, is in for Surtain. So I wonder if Surtain's ankle kind of stiffened up on him. He hurt it very early on the first possession of the game. And then he played with it the rest of the way. That's something to keep an eye on. 2nd and 2 for Dallas, coming right to left. Prescott back. Pump fake. Dumps it off to Javonte Williams in the left flat and threw it at his feet. Babe, one of the biggest problems is they are getting such a good push up the middle that Prescott's just got to redirect his vision everywhere.
Yeah, and this time they had those 5 men up on the line of scrimmage, and this time they dropped Nick Benito. He's playing right defensive end. They drop him back. They come from the other side. So it's not always a blitz. It looks like a blitz. It looks like they're coming with 7, but they drop people out, and you just have to identify who's coming and who's not. In a heartbeat, it's a snap of the ball.
Sometimes what they call a zone blitz, where it's only 4, but not the 4 you thought. Big play here, 3rd and 3. Prescott back. Good block by Guyton to give him some time. Running left. He's got a chance. First down. 50 and slides at the 48. Guyton saved his bacon right there.
Javonte Williams missed his block. That's what drove Dak out of the pocket initially, but Javonte Williams right up the middle. It's on Hufanga, and he's just a no-hitter and forces Dak out of the pocket, and Dak's saying, hey, I'm not built for this stuff, guys. I think that may be his 3rd first down rushing for Dak Prescott here.
He's their leading rusher. He's got 9 yards on that play. 1st and 10 at the Denver 49. Now a running play to Williams up the middle. Stopped from behind by All-Pro Zach Allen after a gain of maybe a yard. This is what, look, the Cowboys offense Prescott knew Schottenheimer's mind. He knew his offense. That's why it's been so good. Good players with a good scheme. And that's what the Broncos have on defense. Vance Joseph's been the coordinator here for years. Here's a blitz. Prescott throws it out to Pickens on the left side, spins away from the defender, gets a first down, and gets all the way down to the Denver 33.
That's a little better.
And Christy Scales has an update on Surtain and AT&T call to the sideline to Christy.
It's a questionable return with a shoulder injury, not the ankle injury that got him early in the first quarter.
Well, if they win this game, they're going to be in a pretty good battle with the Chiefs, who the Cowboys will see on Thanksgiving.
And who the Commanders will see tomorrow night.
Yeah. So here's Prescott with a reverse to Lamb around to the right. Not the best block from Ferguson outside, not the best pull block from Hoffman, and Lamb winds up tackled by Singleton after a 2-yard gain.
The play looked an awful lot like the play that got him hurt in Chicago, didn't it? I mean, it was the same reverse.
Except that he did not line up in the backfield this time.
Yeah, and at the end of this, he takes himself out of the football game. I don't know if he's winded from the altitude or just a little banged up on that play.
2nd down and 7 at the Denver 32. Man comes in motion to the left, and here's a handoff to Jaden Blue, and nothing. The safety, Talanoa Hufanga, able to make that stop. Now it's 3rd down.
And here comes that 3rd and long again for the Cowboys.
And here comes Lamb back in with Flanoy and with Javonte Williams. Let me ask you something.
I just feel like
27-13, does that do anything for you?
It does, yes.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
But I just feel like Dak Prescott's going to have to get the ball out of his hand quickly. Lamb lined up in the backfield to start. We'll see if they motion him out.
There he starts right. Now he comes in motion into the left slot. Blitz look. Blitz. Prescott over the middle to Lamb, but he's going to be gang tackled 2 yards short.
Oh, man. What do the analytics tell you, Brian Schottenheimer? What do the analytics tell you?
I mean, Prescott did such a good job to get the ball. He saw the guy blitzing right in his face.
Free runner right in his face, and the offense will stay out here.
Turpin replaces Flanoy. It's 4th down and 2 at the Denver 28.
Well, you talk about a big play early in the second half. This is it.
So 27-13 doesn't do much for Brian Schottenheimer, apparently. Prescott's changing the play. 4th and 2. 5-man rush. He throws the ball deep left. Pickens is alone at the 10. Got his feet down and caught it for a first down. That's a tremendous throw and catch.
Boy, what a great job by Pickens of just letting his lower body go dead so he gets those feet down. Broncos play zone here. Haven't seen a ton of zone, but they play zone here. And the soft spot is over on the sideline, just where George Pickens sets it down.
There's an injured Denver player, and that is the guy they don't want to lose. Zach Allen, not that they want to lose any of them, but Zach Allen, their all-pro defensive end. Well, Pickens is really good at that kind of stuff. You said it, but letting his legs go dead, just catch it. Didn't see what happened to Allen, but there are still athletic trainers and a doctor out with him, and he's going to walk off the field under his own. I'm not sure that he didn't get a little bang to the head.
So they get Pat Surtain out for the time being, and maybe for the rest of the game. And here comes Zach Allen out. It's funny, Brad, you always look at your team if you're a fan, and you just say, we got this guy out, this guy out. You never look at the other team to say, well, you know, they're missing this guy and this guy. Although the Broncos have been a very healthy team this year, I must say. Not so much today.
It's 1st and goal, just inside the 10. Dallas right to left. Span forward in motion. Handoff Williams behind that block, and he gets down to the 5.
Oh, that's a good pickup right there.
Yeah, it sure is.
Those are 5 hard yards down in that area.
Tufanga came down and got him. I'd love to see a replay of that. Spanford is a really, really good blocker. I'd love to see how much, because that's right where Williams ran. So now it's 2nd and goal at the 6. Prescott in the gun. Here's a blitz. There's a fade right side of the end zone. Lamb leaping one-handed catch, and he's tackled at the 2-yard line by Riley Moss.
Boy, C.D. Lamb on the right side, one-on-one with Moss, and he just runs what you call a slant return. He starts inside like he's running a slant, pivots back to the outside, and makes the left-handed, one-handed catch.
The throw is high because of the blitz. I don't think Dax had a pass that he's thrown that he hadn't gotten hit.
Yeah, no. he's gonna be sore tomorrow.
3rd and goal at the 1. Snap is back out of the gun, rolling to his right, looking, thrown to the back of the end zone. Behind Lamb, incomplete, 3 flags.
Not 1, not 2, but
3.
3.
3 more, and we're just a roller coaster short of an amusement park.
That's when you know you did it. When all 3 come out simultaneously.
I saw him, and I saw him.
Pass interference, number 21, defense. Foul occurred in the end zone. The ball will be placed at the 1-yard line. Automatic first down.
This is the 3rd time they've had 1st and goal at the 1. They have scored a touchdown and a field goal on those other 2 occasions. I mean, it really is. If you didn't have a dog in the fight, it's a really good battle, fun to watch between the quality of the offense and the defense. From the 1, 1st and goal. Under center, handoff, Javonte Williams, head down, burrows into the middle, stops at the lip of the cup.
Just short. If you think the Cowboys have made a lot of first downs by penalties, they have. They were 3rd in the NFL. A lot of that George Pickens. They grab and hold him. This time it was C.D. Lamb. So Javonte Williams just short. They're going to mark the ball. I'll get my binoculars on this one, Mr. Sham. Oh, gosh. It's at about the 6-inch line.
Bob Thomas, our statistician, points out the league's leading receiver among tight ends, Jake Ferguson, is having bagels today so far. 2nd and goal from the 1. Shotgun formation. Blitz from the safety. Fade right side of the end zone. Incomplete behind Lamb, and another flag. And they got Moss again.
Wow. Is this you got mossed, Brad, in its own little different defensive version?
Much different version.
Riley Moss has got his hands in the air.
Pass interference, number 21, defense, half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
I'm not sure, because I can't really read lips from this angle, but I thought I saw Riley Moss say, "Hey, Surtan's out. Throw it the other way," for crying out loud. I'm not sure he interfered with him either.
I didn't see a whole lot there, to be honest. I can understand why Riley Moss would be upset.
1st and goal from the 1. Under center, I formation. Lipke, the fullback, handoff. Williams blasting up the middle. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 on the ground for the former Bronco, Javonte Williams.
When Dak had a little trouble with that snap there. You have your kind of the palm of your hand together when you're under center like that. It looked like kind of split that. He's double clutching for the ball, but ends up getting it finally and giving it to Javonte Williams, but not clean with that center quarterback exchange.
Booker did a really good job. They pulled both guards, which meant Tyler Smith went around from left to right, and Booker came from right to left, and it was Booker's block behind which Williams scored his 2nd touchdown of the day. And now here's Aubrey. And the extra point is good and makes the score Denver 27, Dallas 17. Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
Hey, Cowboys Nation. Escape to the luxury paradise of Nayarit, where adventure meets relaxation. Discover miles of pristine beaches, the lush Sierra Madre Mountains, and vibrant coastal towns. Whether you are surfing the waves in Sayulita, exploring ancient petroglyphs, or tasting the freshest seafood in Mexico, Nayarit has something for everyone. Ready for your next unforgettable adventure? Visit Nayarit, Mexico's best-kept secret, waiting for you to explore.
Stand tall while you're tailgating or cheering in the stands with the Dallas Cowboys collection by Lucchese. Shop the collection today online at lucchese.com. Lucchese, the official boot of the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys fans, SeatGeek is the only primary ticketing partner of America's team and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cowboys games or to any other live event in DFW, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. SeatGeek.
Are you a towel spinning, back flipping, funky chicken dancing kind of fan? Then you need Academy Sports and Outdoors. Get a new grill that says and my rivals. A jersey that says I show so much spirit that it makes mascots that say I can talk a dove out of its feathers. Now those are wins. Score undefeatable prices at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Because here, fun can't lose.
Hey Cowboy fans, Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invent icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
The creators of Buffalo Casino Games bring you Cowboys-themed casino games developed by Aristocrat. Find America's team on and off the reels now at a casino near you. Do you have a gambling problem? Please contact 1-800-GAMBLING for 21 and over.
We have 8:10 left in the third quarter. Denver's up 27-17. I'll now say something that'll sound stupid to Cowboy fans.
I've been saying it for the last hour and a half.
No, this is not undoable.
Oh, gosh, no.
But you're just going to have a little more help from the defense.
A little more help from friends?
Yeah. Aubrey's kick. Good one. Mims at the 8, up the left side, this time to the 20. Kind of tiptoeing, great coverage. Oh, look at him run away. 30, bounces outside. 40, this is going to be trouble. 45, 50, and hauled down at the 45-yard line by Reddy Stewart.
Well, there's a reason why he's a Pro Bowl All-Pro returner.
Yep. That was not in the playbook.
Boy, right when you're asking your defense, Brad Shem, you're asking the defense to go out and do something. Denver's going to work with a short field with the ball on the Cowboys' end of the field now.
The Dallas 46, that was a 47-yard kickoff return by Frisco's Marvin Mims, and it was the captain, C.J. Goodwin, who missed the first tackle. So, half a field for Bo Nix and the Broncos. He's under center. Handoff. Dobbins bounces outside left. Are you kidding? 35-30, 25-20. Elijah Clark, the safety, pushed him out. A photographer got run over on the sideline, but he's a Bronco fan, so he doesn't care. Gets up and thanks Dobbins for knocking him down. We'll go to Christy.
Elijah Clark, who's having to start at safety, looks like he's injured his rib, so situation at safety here. Let's see.
You can't be injured. Sorry, let him know. It's not allowable. Snap to Nix on first down. Dobbins again. This time cuts into the right for 4, down around the 22. They're in the Garda-World defensive red zone, and they're down safeties. So the backup safeties today are Reddy Stewart, who knows the defense best, and Corey Ballantyne, who they just elevated from the practice squad. He's a veteran, been in the year 8 leagues, but it's Stewart who's going in at safety now. Oh, me. Nix in the gun with a 2nd down and 6. And they'll run Harvey this time on the left side, and they play him tough at the line of scrimmage. Fowler and Kenny Clark involved in that tackle, along with Solomon Thomas.
You talk about all the changes back there now, Brad, and there have been changes all year with injuries to this defense, and it's one of those things where, sure, Matt Eberflus, the defensive coordinator, he'd like to do some things, but if you don't have the personnel to do it, and right now they don't have the personnel to do it. Let me just say that.
It's 3rd and about 3. At the Dallas 15, Nix in the gun, back and looking, standing forever, fade, right side of the end zone, flag in the end zone as the ball is caught by Sutton for a touchdown. But watch, this is an offensive pass interference.
Well, I think, they're going to
This is coming back, and spotter Jake Goldberg says they're going to say 82.
Yeah,
Adam
Troutman out there would just pick the man for Courtland Sutton.
Pass interference, number 82, offense. 10-yard penalty, replay 3rd down.
Now we're going to look at it and see if the flags, not a flag, flags,
multiple,
were justified.
Yeah, he was blocking way before the ball went in the air.
He's blocking a man. I don't know if they called the initial him blocking, because ultimately he turned and picked off the man covering Courtland Sutton. But I don't know which one of those they got him for.
That was
the pick
Bland.
of the initial block.
Yeah, so now it's 3rd and 13 at the 25, and Nick's back. No pressure, deep strike to the post that dropped. That was for Sutton, who had gotten away from Bridges.
And I think Bridges may have got his hand on this ball, Brad.
Oh, you think?
There was a deep post kind of on that left side. Bang 8, some people like to call it. And we'll see again. Did he get a hand on there, Brad?
Maybe, but it was pretty good.
That was a good throw. No, you know what? He just dropped it. Excuse me. Courtland Sutton. You're right. He dropped it. He dropped it.
Well, that was doable. And now Lutz will try a 42-yard field goal on the left hash. Cowboys a little fortunate there. Here's the kick by Lutz from 42. The kick is good. The Broncos lead by a score of 30-17. Cowboys football will continue in a...
Always wanted great looking and feeling synthetic turf around your home? How about your own putting green? Eagle Greens and Turf are the experts in premium artificial turf installation, custom landscaping, and eco-friendly outdoor solutions. Whether it's a low-maintenance green space, putting green, backyard makeover, or a pet-friendly lawn, Eagle Greens and Turf delivers stunning and sustainable results. Now, Sun Country Amateur Golf Association members receive a 20% discount. Visit suncountrygolf.com. Eagle Greens and Turf. Free evaluations. 505-273-2744.
Hinkle Rise, Hinkle knows when you're injured, it's the place to go.
In New Mexico, the weather can change in an instant, and so can road conditions. That's why it's so important to watch for motorcycle and e-bike riders. If an accident happens, Hinkle Law Offices is here to help. With over 30 years of personal injury experience right here in New Mexico, they know how to fight for you. Call 505-TUF-HELP today for a free no-obligation consultation. Hinkle Law Offices. Local, trusted, tough.
When you're injured, it's the place to go.
When you look around your home, what makes you smile? Personal touches, beautiful light, lines, colors, things of quality that enhance your life. California Closets specializes in making space for what belongs, with richly textured finishes and quality materials that last. From the bedroom to the pantry to the mudroom, everything we do is custom designed, built, and installed by people who take pride in serving you. Think of it as practical magic. Book your free design consultation today at CaliforniaClosets.com.
You wouldn't put an elephant down the drain. It would get stuck and make the sewer back up. For the same reason you wouldn't put grease down the drain. It can harden, get stuck, and make the sewer back up. Either way, you've got a mess on your hands. And while elephants in the sewer are very rare, fats, oils, and grease are the #1 cause of sewer overflows. So protect your home and your health. Put used grease in a coffee can and throw it in the trash, not in the sink. Cool it, can it, chuck it. A message from the Water Authority.
The Dallas Cowboys and Tequila Herradura know the difference between great and extraordinary. Great is making the playoffs. Extraordinary is doing it 36 times. So when you toast America's most extraordinary team, choose the world's extraordinary tequila. Tequila Herradura. Extraordinary awaits. So that Will Lutz 42-yard field goal puts the Denver Broncos up 30-17. We've got 6:02 remaining in the third quarter, and I've got this figured out, Brad. So Cowboys down 13. Take this kickoff, they score a touchdown. Defense goes out, 3 and out for Denver. Cowboys offense comes out, they come down, they score a touchdown.
Easy peasy.
They take the 31-30 lead.
Easy peasy.
I mean, how much simpler can I make this?
Here's the kick by Lutz. Did you get into the gummies? Here's Turpin, 2 yards deep in the end zone. Catches it, takes a knee for a touchback. And let's get an injury update from Christy.
Well, when Dak surveys that Broncos secondary, they'll be without Pat Surtain the rest of the way. He's been downgraded to out with a shoulder injury. As for the Cowboys, rookie safety Elijah Clark, who had to start today, up in the locker room checking on his right ribs.
So Clark was making his first professional start, and now here he is on a cart being driven up, not what he wanted, and Reddy Stewart will be the safety, but right now the Cowboys are on offense, and they need points at their 35, and Prescott back, half roll to the right, looking, keeping, tucking, running for a yard. Did not want to run. He wanted to throw. Boy, their coverage is so good, babe. There's nobody can get open.
Boy, and they came again with that 5-man front, Brad, and they have been dropping one of those outside linebackers into coverage. Both of them are great pass rushers, as we know, but I think that's given the Cowboys a little bit of a problem. This time it was Nick Benito, right side of that Denver defense, left side of the Cowboys offensive line, who lines up like he's coming, but at the snap of the ball, he goes and drops in coverage.
Second down and 8. Prescott, a little quick screen to Turpin on the left side. Breaks a tackle behind the line.
Don't go in there. Don't go in there.
He was running for his life back toward the huddle, and all of a sudden the green turned into orange. And that's when Babe said, don't go in there.
I mean, it might look inviting, but all those big bodies are coming from the inside out.
There's nothing good for you.
Nothing good could possibly happen.
He only lost 2 yards. It's 3rd and 10. This defense is playing with such confidence. 3rd and 10. Prescott in the gun. Slot on the right. They blitz. He's got time. Pumps. Throws to the right sideline. Flags in the secondary. 2 of them. The ball's incomplete on the sideline. Maybe holding back here.
Should go against the Broncos. That's typically
it's definitely
where
against
flags
Denver.
are thrown. Yeah, and they're thrown in the middle. The ball was thrown to the right.
Holding, number 29. Defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic.
That's a nickel corner, Jaquan McMillan.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be a pass interference because the ball was thrown on the right sideline. Both flags came out kind of in the middle of the field.
Zach Allen is back in at defensive end for the Broncos. But the Cowboys with a 1st and 10. We've got 4:38 left in the 3rd quarter. Broncos up 30-17. Cowboys 1st and 10 at their own 40, right to left. Snap to Prescott. Hand off to Blue. Up the middle, he fumbled the ball. Scramble at the 40, and I think Denver's got the ball, and they do. McMillan recovered the ball. That Blue ran into a crowd.
Terrence Steele, of course he's not official, but he is saying it's Cowboys ball, and they're looking at this now. They're peeling bodies off the pile.
Oh, Blue, somehow the Cowboys got on it. Oh, they're showing a picture of things happening at the bottom of that pile. I can't even look, and it's family radio. I can't describe it to you.
It's felonious is what it is. I don't mean felonious monk.
No.
Wow.
No.
That ball popped in the air, too. When he got hit, many times you don't even see the fumble.
Building on the field is a fumble recovered by a teammate of the fumbling player. 2nd down.
Jaden Blue said, you could have said, thank God recovered by a teammate of the fumbling player, in his eyes. I mean, that ball, it came out. It was... Boy, who was the Bronco on that initially missed it?
I think McMillan.
Was it McMillan?
The cornerback. Lamb got in there, and then Hoffman got in there. That is like Brer Rabbit in the Briar Patch to send Brock Hoffman into that mess. And Hoffman recovered it. 2nd and 10. Snap to Prescott in the gun. Pressured. Throws a quick slant out to Lamb for 5 at the 45.
Yeah, Laquan McMillan, if he just falls on this ball, it's Denver ball. And, there's 2 ways of looking at it. Little guys pick it up and run, big guys fall on it. He's a little guy. But the other is city and country. If it's crowded, just fall on it. If you've got some open space, go ahead and pick it up and run with it.
I mean, there were hands and arms reaching into places that they're not supposed to be in public view. 3rd and 5. Prescott wings it right. Turpin dropped the ball, and he had a 1st down. It was a stop fade, and the defender went with the fake. Riley Moss and Prescott put it right on him, and Turpin dropped it.
Yeah, a little bit of a tough catch. I mean, ball's down low, but it's one that you expect an NFL receiver to make there. And again, it's not always sacks and all that stuff. This ball, Dak had to release just a little bit sooner than he wanted to, and consequently, Turpin hasn't turned yet, and it all becomes a little bit more difficult.
So the Cowboys have to punt because it's 4th and 5 in their own end, and Anger booms it away to Mims. Drift into his left. Fair catch at the 15-yard line. That's how good a punt that was by Brian Anger. And so we've got 3:18 left in the third quarter. The Broncos lead 30-17. Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
Ashley is proud to call Dallas home. Just like the Dallas Cowboys unite our city, we believe your personal style brings your home to life. From furniture to decor, Ashley has everything you need in one place, making it easy to achieve your dream home. Explore incredible styles and budget-friendly options, perfect for creating a space you love. Ashley is here for you, serving the Dallas community. Proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Football is a team sport. Every inch of gridiron gain, from the line of scrimmage to the painted end zone, relies on many heads, hands, and hearts working together. It's the same with healthcare. You need the right support, the right access, the right solution, when and where you need it. United Healthcare is the proud healthcare sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. We bring coverage you can count on into Cowboys territory. See how at uhc.com.
Well, the Oranges really need to capitalize here if they want to win the Family Room Championship. There's the snap. Hyper Blue is going for the blitz. Here's Energetic Orange, dropping back, looks long, throws, and touchdown! SW 6887 Naval with the 39-yard catch to defeat the Blues.
Ask Sherwin-Williams and bring home the color of your team spirit. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store today.
Here's a play at the tailgate that always works. Waking up before sunrise to sit in a folding chair in a parking space you paid $75 for. And also bringing soft, delicious buns baked with no artificial preservatives from Nature's Own. Proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys. While we're talking about making the right play, enter for your chance to score season tickets at naturesownbread.com/tickets. That's naturesownbread.com/tickets. Terms and conditions apply. See site for details and official rules.
Just listen with Alltech Lansing. Perfecting sound since 1927. Shop tailgate speakers now at alltechlansing.com/cowboys.
We've got 3:18 left in the third, and it's still a two-possession game, but Dak Prescott's taken a beating. They've only sacked him once. There's only been one turnover each way. That does not...
Nothing could possibly be more misleading than one sack.
All right, the Broncos will start coming left to right at their own 16-yard line.
Ready!
And Nix is under center. He will give the ball to Dobbins. And this time they're waiting for him right at the line of scrimmage as he tries to get off tackle. Mozzie Smith, Sam Williams run him down after a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, that was a little better right there.
Yeah. I mean, you just got to you just can't keep giving up these huge plays, which they've done today and all year. That's why it's not a surprise. But you've just got to get the ball back and see if the offense can find a way to grind. The Cowboys offense knew they were in for a game like this. Nix in the gun, 2nd and 9. Blitz coming from the safety. Throws it out left, caught. And a leaning forward tackle by Sutton out of the arms of Bridges. Bridges was right on him after he caught it, but he couldn't keep Sutton from leaning forward for the first down.
That previous Denver possession, Sutton had the touchdown called back because of the pick on Trotman, the tight end, and then he had the drop on the post on the left side. So he could have gone back-to-back times holding the ball in the end zone anyway, but got nothing out of it. They got a Will Lutz 42-yard field goal. We're 30-17 Broncos right now.
1st and 10. Denver at its 26 on the left hash. Toss right. Turning the corner at the 35, and Reddy Stewart blasts Mims, who was in at running back.
Well, did he ever? What a hit.
I mean, this is why Stewart's playing safety. Stewart learned all the... Christy was telling us she talked to David Overstreet, the secondary coach, who was with Matt Eberflus in Chicago. And Stewart, on the practice squad with the Bears last year, learned all the positions. So that's why, at only 5'11", he's back there playing safety with Elijah Clark out of the game. 2nd down and 1. Out of the I formation. Dobbins up the middle, and he's carrying Clowney 3 yards, 4 yards to the 42 for a first down.
Yeah, the old saying, Brad, the more you can do, the harder it is for him to get rid of you. And Reddy Stewart, he's a classic example of that. Play all the positions in the secondary. And, man, I want to get back to that hit he had on Mims. That was a tremendous hit. He laid him out right in front of the Broncos bench.
Dobbins at 90 yards rushing on 11 carries. And the Broncos are 1st and 10 at the Denver 42. Last 30 seconds of the third quarter. Toss left to Harvey this time. Chasing him down. Good protection on the edge by Bland. That's how you set the edge from the secondary. The corner has to do it sometimes, and Bland did it perfectly there.
And Deron Bland has just done such an excellent job of tackling this year. I know he had the pick six, obviously, last week against Washington and Marcus Mariota, but his tackling has been just outstanding.
We have come to the end of the third quarter. No? Yeah, there we go. And
what can we get there?
15 to go. Remember what happened in the fourth quarter here last week? Anything might. At the end of 3, the Broncos lead the Cowboys 30-17. Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
Touchdown,
Welcome to the world of WinStar, the casino of the Dallas Cowboys, where 10,000 electronic games plus roulette, craps, and blackjack is just the beginning. Get lost in our 2-story luxury spa, rest in one of our vast hotel towers, and catch the biggest names in music and comedy at the spectacular Lucas Oil Live, all just 1 hour north of DFW. So come live in the wow at the world of WinStar. Please game responsibly.
Hey, you know having a game plan to stay healthy this season shouldn't be complicated, right? Yeah, that's why Baylor Scott & White Health makes it easy to get the specialists, services, and support you need all in one place, all on your schedule. So you can leave all that running around to the boys on the field. Stay connected to your health 24/7 with the My BSW Health app from Baylor Scott & White Health. The power to live better.
Dallas Cowboys fans know a thing or two about legacy, commitment, and loyalty. That's why Kohler is our proud partner. With more than 150 years of craftsmanship, leading-edge design, and innovation, Kohler kitchen and bathroom products stand out and stand the test of time. Just like our Cowboys. Go ahead, experience the Kohler difference firsthand at your local Kohler store showroom and explore more at Kohler.com. Again, that's Kohler.com.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Stand tall while you're tailgating or cheering in the stands with the Dallas Cowboys collection by Lucchese. Shop the collection today online at lucchese.com. Lucchese, the official boot of the Dallas Cowboys.
Fourth quarter just getting underway here in Denver. The Broncos leading the Cowboys 30-7, and the score has been pretty indicative of the way this game has gone. And here's a number for you, Brad.
Wait, did you say 30-7?
30-17.
17. Okay, good. Don't make it any worse.
I hope I said 17.
Okay.
What did I say?
I only heard the 7.
Oh, okay.
Jake Goldberg said, "Don't."
I don't want to shortchange him by any means.
Don't put me in the middle of this.
But Denver's averaging 8.4 yards a play. The Cowboys 4.3. So
there you go.
Doubled them up.
There you go. All right, right to left for the Broncos, 2nd and 12 at their own 40-yard line. Nick's back, pressured from behind on a blitz, throws deep left side. Sutton right over the shoulder at the 20 and touched down by contact at the 20 by Reddy Stewart. That's another big play.
Yep. Another 5-man blitz by the Cowboys, so they're locked up in man-to-man coverage, and Courtland Sutton just runs by Bridges on the left side there. Real nice throw by Bo Nix. And I think that's the 6th play of over 20 yards today for the Broncos.
1st and 10 at the Dallas 20. Nick's back, wings it out quickly to the right. There's a drop. Mims was running. He was trying to figure out, how am I going to run past that guy after I catch it? But he forgot the catching part.
Yeah. But Bo Nix has thrown some pretty balls, has he not? Those deep balls.
Yeah.
He's putting some on the money.
Yeah.
Again, had the one drop by Courtland Sutton on the post route on the previous drive. But he's been accurate with the football.
2nd and 10. Snap is back. Wings it quickly behind Bryant. Outside the numeral on the left, incomplete. Pretty good coverage by Bridges that time.
Excuse me. Bo Nix is yelling at Bryant now. Bryant, for some reason, pulled up. He's got a slant on the left side, and you never pull up on this route. But he did. He kind of goes, stops, goes, ducks around the corner, and Bo Nix is thinking, what are you doing? If you recall, the interception that he threw was also to Bryant, and they had a mix-up there. That was in the first quarter.
Yep. 3rd and 10 at the Dallas 21. Nix back, no pressure, throws it over the middle down to the 11, and then Ingram leans forward near the 10 for a first down. In his zone defense that time, 11 to Ingram. Broncos will hang on to it.
Now, these are all NFL players, but if I told you at the start of the year, Brad, your secondary would consist of Tri-Crest Bridges, Marquise Bell would be your safety, Reddy Stewart, who wasn't even here, would be your other safety.
Yeah, Bridges wasn't here either. No, that's not what they planned. That is not what they planned, but, that's what happens. Is it first and goal? 1st and 10, just outside the 10. They hand the ball to Dobbins, starts left, jukes back inside right. Brought down by Bland after a gain of about 3. I mean, you were really right about the way Bland has been tackling, and that's important.
Yeah, you don't think of corners necessarily, how do they tackle, but he has been really good. Really good. Hey, this will be huge here. If the Cowboys can hold them to 3, now it's a 2-possession game. It'd still be 16 points, so you'd have to have, obviously, 2 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions. But if they push this to a 3-possession game, it's going to be a lot more difficult.
They brought in a tackle eligible as an extra blocker, and they're going to fake the run. Bootleg to the right, throws it in the end zone. Dropped. Ball's dropped. He had the 3rd tight end, Nate Atkins, running away from Reddy Stewart, and Atkins couldn't catch it.
Got a flag on the far side.
Illegal formation. Offense. 76 reported as eligible and then was covered by another eligible receiver. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Well, maybe the receiver on the right side who lined up out there said, well, hell, I didn't know he was eligible. Somebody, he might have reported to the official. He didn't report to me.
God, you get your one moment of glory,
They've declined the penalty.
Yeah. I think I would have done the same. You're going to give him one shot here to make the first down as opposed to 2.
It's 3rd and 5 at the 7. Nix in the gun. The back's on his right. Early 4th quarter, snap to Bo Nix. Back and looking, standing. Throws it in the back of the end zone. That's pitch and catch. Easy catch to Franklin for the touchdown. And it looks like he got completely away from Bridges. That coverage got all messed up.
And Bo Nix just with all day back there to find his receiver. I mean, if you give a guy that much time down there in the red zone, he's going to find somebody, and he did.
It's a 2nd touchdown for young Troy Franklin.
They ran that little slant and then come back outside, and Tri-Crest Bridges was still playing the slant while Franklin's out running the out.
Extra point is good, and the Broncos lead is now 37-17. With 12:48 left to play, Dallas Cowboys football will continue in a moment.
Hi, Daniel's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Yep, residential and commercial. Yep, busted pipes, huh? We hired more plumbers so we can offer same-day service. I know, and we can have one out today. Oh, no, you're the best. Great, we'll see you soon. All right, who's going to take it?
Daniel's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, offering same-day plumbing service in most cases in Albuquerque and Santa Fe. DanielsHVACNM.com.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
For almost 55 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite weekly stop. During these tight economic times, we at Clark's are focused on quality and choice. Let us help you meet your budget. Our loyalty program rewards your pet with a 13th bag free from our family to yours. Clark's, a tradition of friendly, Knowledgeable service focused on affordable quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium, the pet supply superstore. Clark'sPets.com.
Could church be the fresh start you've been looking for? Maybe you've never been to a church, or maybe it's just been a while. No matter where you're at on your journey, you are welcome here. At Legacy Church, we help people connect with God, grow in relationships, and live generously. We've got 9 incredible campuses all across New Mexico, including Clovis, Portales, and Albuquerque, plus a worldwide online campus. So trust me, there's a place for you. Join us this week. Visit legacychurch.com to find a campus near you, plus service times and plan your visit. We can't wait to see you.
When the balloons go up, the prices go down.
It's Reliable Nissan's Balloon Blast Sales Event, a fiesta of savings. Take advantage of huge Reliable Nissan discounts and great incentives on Reliable Nissan's entire new Nissan lineup.
Special finance rates, special incentives, special savings, and more.
It's the Balloon Blast Sales Event, a fiesta of savings, happening now at Reliable Nissan. We're on Coors across from the Cottonwood Mall. We are reliable.
The Broncos go 84 yards in 12 plays in 5 minutes, 30 seconds. And that's just the way it is for the Cowboys. Christy Scales, how many of these defensive players were Cowboys last year?
Only 3 were on the field for the majority of that defensive drive. Marquise Bell, Oso Digizua, and Deron Bland. Everyone else is new to the team this year or just in an emergency situation today, filling in for injuries.
Well, at this rate, maybe not many more than that'll be on the team next year. I just got to tell you. Hate to be cold.
Yeah, it is cold.
I know.
70 degrees here.
They're not very good.
We're not in the throes of winter.
And as you've said it several times today, you know, you can call all the different coverages and blitzes. If you haven't got the guys to play it, good luck to you. Here's the kick. Turpin's going to field it straddling the goal line and run up the right side to the 20. Little fake. Gets those all the way out to the 28. That's where Dallas will start. 20 points down, 12:43 to play. What do you got?
Excuse me, we have a Bronco down now too, Brad.
Did we have a little skirmish?
He's back up. In the second half, Cowboys went in to the half down 27-10, but they got the opening kickoff of the second half, took it right down for a touchdown, 65 yards, 13 plays. Now you're in a 10-point ball game. You're right back in it, and the defense just cannot hold up.
And Prescott at his own 28. Snap is back. Only a 4-man rush now, and he throws it out to an open Lamb at the 42. Circles up to the 45, stopped at the 46. So the Broncos now with a 20-point lead and most of the fourth quarter to play. They're content to rush 4 and sit back in a zone.
And I think they were that time showing a 2-deep look again, but
back to throw, flushed out, pressured, sack for the second time today. And that is Zach Allen, the all-pro tackle. Only the second Denver sack, but don't try telling that to Prescott.
Without getting into all the next-gen stats and Pro Football Focus numbers, let me just say that Broncos defense, their pressure rate when rushing 4 is the best in the NFL. So they do not need the blitz.
Yeah. Snap back. Prescott throws it out right for Pickens, incomplete. There's a flag, and we had an illegal formation on the play, which the Broncos will decline. Moss was covering Pickens that time.
Illegal shift. Number 3 never got set prior to the snap. That penalty's declined. 3rd down.
And Moss may have said, just get me off Lamb, will you?
All right, so 3rd and 12. There's 12 minutes left in the game, and you're down 20. It's Brian Schottenheimer, the head coach, telling Brian Schottenheimer, the play caller, we're going for it twice here.
Yeah, I mean, you might have to.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a little desperate, but you're down 20.
Which, if that's the case, then you're not trying to get 12 yards on this play. Snap to Prescott on 3rd down. There's a deep drop, steps up, deep to the middle. Pickens, a great catch. With a man hanging on him, Moss, all the way down at the 39, and Abrams drained the other corner as well.
When Dak Prescott just threw a laser.
What a pass.
It looked like Pickens was getting held here on one of his arms here coming up for it. Yeah, he got tugged. Great catch.
16 to Pickens. Now first down handoff. Javonte Williams comes off a Booker pull block and runs almost 10. Brought down by Brandon Jones down near the 30.
We've been telling you about the lack of protection Dak Prescott has gotten, but on that 3rd and 12, they gave him great protection, plenty of time to find Pickens on that deep end. That's a long developing route there when you're running a 16-yard in, but they gave him time.
9 yards for Williams, 2nd and 1 at the Denver 30. Prescott in the gun, little play fake. There's a deep out to Lamb for a first down, and he steps out of bounds at the 23. And Prescott got decked by Malcolm Roach, the tackle, and we think that's going to be roughing the passer.
15.
Prescott's engaged in hearty debate with Roach.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 97, defense. That 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. Automatic, first down.
So some of the Broncos are feeling their oats a little bit. The Cowboys have no interest in their oats.
Okay, that's another one. Where did feeling their oats come from?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, Roach just picked Prescott up and dropped him, and so that's half the distance, and it's 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
This game may get interesting again, Brad.
Shotgun eye right. Prescott back looking, pressured, throw an interception down at the 7-yard line. With a man hanging on him, and this return out to the 15. They're still going to the 20-yard line. This is a defensive lineman. This is Tillman, a big linebacker, and he brought it all the way to the 50. Lipke ran him down. Oh, Prescott got hit as he was throwing it. I don't think he ever saw the guy coming to blast him, and he had nothing on the throw. And he also did not see Dondre Tillman, the intercepting linebacker. Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
Hey, Cowboys fans. Cheer on your team in style all season long with the Dallas Cowboys-inspired jewelry collection from Kendra Scott. Loved by America's team and worn by America's sweethearts. Shop exclusive pieces in blue and silver, or customize your own jewelry at the Color Bar for the ultimate style touchdown. Visit your local Kendra Scott store or KendraScott.com today. That's KendraScott.com to start building your winning look.
How's it going? You see that Cowboys game?
Oh, I watched. Been seeing some good things.
Totally. They have some talent.
Yup, some great talent.
And they got some fight.
Hoping this is the year.
Me too. Oh, I'm Cody, by the way.
I'm Travis.
Nice to meet you, Travis. Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys!
Make a new friend based solely on their shirt choice. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys. Copyright 2025 Bank of America Corporation.
You think I'm showing up to a Cowboys game without a legit jersey? No way. Good thing JCPenney has the one I need, plus the gear to match. We're talking Cowboys looks for the whole family, in-store and online. And once we walk in, it's not just cheering on America's team. It's living every second play-by-play. JCPenney makes it more than just game day. They make it a full-on fan experience. We've got the receipts. Yes, JCPenney. Proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys. Products vary by store.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Blockchain.com has the tools to help you win. Visit www.blockchain.com/cowboys to kick off your crypto game for real.
We're going to pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network.
Hi, this is John Sterling, and you're listening to your home for the New York Yankees. 1017 The Team, KQTM-FM, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque.
Have it at their 45, and we'll break down that interception more in a minute. Looked like a miscommunication with C.D. Lamb. Here's a toss right to Dobbins. The C's part. He's up the middle of the Dallas 40 before Stewart makes the stop. Go back to the interception. Babe, I thought it was the hit, but Prescott actually navigated that pressure. But what we saw was that Lamb never turned around for the ball.
Yeah, C.D. Lamb is running a shallow crosser about 5 yards from right to left across the formation. He's kind of navigating through the zone, if you will, kind of dodging guys, and he never does turn for the ball. Then he goes up behind the interceptor on this one and just didn't have a good look to it all the way around.
Here's another handoff to Dobbins, and he's into the secondary to the 45 for a 5-yard gain.
And again, didn't help that Dak had pressure coming from the right side. Steele was beat
like a drum,
and he's navigating defense.
All right, you asked whence the phrase "feeling his oats."
Oh yeah, okay.
And my brother, who has nothing else to do today,
good. We have our answer.
Yeah. Expression dates back to the early 19th century. I don't think he Cliff Clavened this off the top of his head. Mims the running back, and they'll toss it to him on second down, running around the right side. He's got a first down. Bell rolls him out of bounds at the Dallas 27. In the 19th century, it was used for the frisky, energetic movements of a horse when it has a belly full of oats. The earliest example, recorded by the Oxford English Dictionary, comes from the Boston Transcript in 1831. Whether the pony felt his oats, he took a frightful canter. So, my brother Eric, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
We have our answer.
And my buddy Mel Platt also sent the same thing. So, everybody's got a little bit of Google. All right, at the 28-yard line of the Cowboys, Broncos are feeling their oats right now. Delay to Dobbins, and he is swarmed in the backfield. Nealand and Leafau finished it off for -2, and the Cowboys use a timeout with 8:07 to go. This would be a good week to have an extra day before you have to play a game.
Get ready for Arizona. Arizona will be coming to AT&T Stadium a week from tomorrow.
Off a bye, as you mentioned.
Yeah, yes.
So the Cowboys will have an extra day, and that's a good thing. And I would be, whatever happens on this possession, I'm all in favor of Joe Milton at quarterback the rest of the way today.
Oh, I thought you were ready to make a quarterback change for the season.
No. That's just silliness. But today, I don't want Prescott handling any more of this.
You know it's a bad day at the office when you're taking your timeout with 8:09 trying to stop the clock. You get down to 2 minutes, 2.5, 8:09, and you're trying to get the ball back.
Dobbins has 111 yards for the Broncos on 15 carries. Snap back to Nix. He looks left, throws a slant right to Sutton. Got just inside of Bland. Or Bridges, 25, not 26. Sorry, Duran. And that's a gain of 8.
Gain of 8. Third down and 4 on the 22-yard line.
So the Broncos will make several changes, and the Cowboys will take out Nealand and bring in Fowler to rush the passer on third down and 4. 7:40 left in the game. Nix in the gun. Back to throw. Plenty of time. Fade left side of the end zone. Incomplete for Ingram. Flags. Marquise Bell will be called for pass interference or holding. In either case, the 9th Dallas penalty of the day.
Yeah, this should be PI. Ball was almost
That's what I thought.
I think if he doesn't do it, it's going to be a touchdown.
Yeah.
Little slot fade to the left.
Oh, he's grabbed his arm. Bell's grabbed his arm. Yeah. Well, I think you can add safety to the list of things the Cowboys might want to pay attention to in the offseason. And today is unusual because they have 2 safeties down. So the Broncos now have a 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Snap to Nix. Back and blitz up the middle. throws it away, incomplete. Now, he didn't get out of the tackle box.
No, he did not. They're going to tell us they're going to say he had a receiver out there.
Dobbins was out there.
Close enough.
Okay.
It's interesting, too. Obviously, Broncos with 37 points here, and there was talk that's been kind of generating a little steam, if you will, about Sean Payton needs to give up the play calling.
Yeah?
Now, as you recall, everybody, Sean Payton, best play caller in football. I think after today, that may quiet down just a little bit.
2nd and goal. Nix with a play fake, bootleg to the right, everybody's covered, and he throws it away. That was a good job. Elam was on Sutton, and I was going to say good job by Elam, and it's going to be offensive pass interference on Sutton.
You know, it's funny. Defensively, that would have been an uncatchable ball. He's throwing the ball out. But I don't know. Offensively, I think you can have PI even when you're throwing the ball.
Well,
away.
the down judge is signaling that it was uncatchable, but there was also our spotter Jay Goldberg also says there was an ineligible man.
2 fouls by the offense on the play. Ineligible player downfield, number 77. That penalty's declined. Pass interference, number 14. That penalty's accepted. Replay 2nd down.
Okay.
I love it. You get an OPI on an uncatchable ball.
7:18 left. Broncos trying to pad a 37-17 lead.
Oh, okay. Sutton is blocking. We're getting a replay here. Sutton blocking Tyre Elam. I mean, he never looked for the ball. He's down there blocking. That's interesting.
Will be declined. 3rd down.
Okay, they're going to decline the penalty. So it was going to be a 2nd and 15. Now they declined it, and he got 3rd and 5.
Schottenheimer just doesn't want to give them any extra snaps.
Yeah, no.
Seen enough.
Well, in the time element, you don't want to give him another play to run 40 seconds down.
Right.
We have 3rd and goal at the 5.
Nix in the gun. And they bring a receiver in to the slot. Nix back. Throws it out to Harvey. Wide open. Got away from Shamar James. Touchdown, Denver. Harvey was the man they brought in motion.
3rd touchdown of the game for R.J. Harvey, and they kind of motioned him, and then he went up in through the middle of the line when the ball was snapped. He gets lost in there. Shamar James, by the time he reads it and finds out where he's going, it's too late. He just folds up underneath, and really well designed for an offensive play caller that they wanted to have play calling duties. Take it away.
Extra point will come from Lutz, which, if good, will make it 44-17. The last time the Cowboys were here, it was a little unsightly. 8 years ago. So that continues. 44-17 Denver. Dallas Cowboys football will continue in a...
Weekends at Casino at the Downs offers cash drawings 2 to 10 p.m., fantastic dining, live music and dancing, and watch your favorite sports in our lounge. Casino at the Downs is winning entertainment, and be sure to check out the flea market and other Expo New Mexico events.
Great food, cold drinks, and 16 gold crown tables. It's all at Slade Street Billiards Bar and Grill. Catch the game on 13 flat screens and try their award-winning made-from-scratch menu. Slade Street Billiards Bar and Grill, Southern near Unser and Rio Rancho.
Kitchen cramped? Bathroom dysfunctional? How about an addition to a bedroom or even casita? If these are questions you face, and if buying in this market and moving is the last thing you want to do, one call to Next Level Restoration and Remodel will get you on the road to making those projects come true. You've trusted us for home restoration as water extraction experts. Trust us with your home remodel as well. Water Extraction Experts is now Next Level Restoration and Remodel. 505-980-7515.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at some of today's key players.
Beer. Easy to drink, easier to lose count. Beer can still do some serious damage to the team.
Cocktails. They sure can taste sweet, but just one can turn your judgment sour.
Yeah, I heard that one's specialty is a slam drunk.
And hot wings, they taste good, but eating won't help sober you up.
That's right. I think the only play here is to get a designated driver.
Absolutely. Be a winner and only drive sober.
Here's to the early mornings, where I woke up before the sunrise, instead of falling asleep after it.
Here's to the fun-filled day with the family, from breakfast to bed.
Here's to the day on the job where I felt lifted up, not weighed down.
Here's to more life, with better sleep,
higher clarity,
and lower stress. All because I decided to drink less.
Learn how reducing your drinking can have a big impact on your life at livemorenm.org.
Back in Denver, Broncos with the touchdown in the 44-17 lead. We've got 7:14 remaining here in the fourth quarter. It's time now for our Whataburger. What a play of the day. We've had our grill going for 75 years, and yep, it's still going. Whataburger, what a goodness. 24-7. And really the highlight of the game for the Cowboys was the very first possession for Denver. Triquez Bridges had the interception, gave the Cowboys good field position. They ended up with a field goal out of it, but boy, you just saw, Brad, it might be the Cowboys' day, but it was not meant to be.
It was not. The kickoff bounces in the end zone. Turpin takes it on a knee, touchback, and sure enough, Joe Milton will take over at quarterback.
You got your wish. Okay, so after the score, Thunder, the horse, the white horse with the cow woman riding it, right? Goes right down the middle of the field, one end to the other. Peyton Manning had one of those games where they might have had 40 points in the first half, like 2014 when they were just roaring. And he said, I thought we were going to have to give old Thunder an IV at halftime. One of the great quotes ever.
All right, Milton at quarterback. He hands the ball to Jaden Blue, coming left, and he's buried. Lamb and Pickens are also out of the game. We'll see just a steady diet of this for what's left. If you're a Cowboys fan, I would just advise you not to spend a lot of angst and time worrying about who and what and where. Your team's not as good as the team it played. Doesn't mean you can't win, but you have to play near perfect, and they didn't.
Denver defense just overwhelmed the Cowboys' offensive line. I mean, that's kind of where it started and ended.
Milton throws a slant to Tolbert. Jalen Tolbert.
Tolbert's first catch of the day, yes.
Of the day? Maybe of the month, Christy?
Yeah, they were having a communication issue with the headsets getting the call in, so they've had to make a change in the headsets here so that Milton can hear the call from Schottenheimer.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's Flanoy, Tolbert, and Turpin. Span forward in motion from tight end, first down at the 48. Milton will give it a blue, looking for room on the left side between the guard and the tackle. Picked up 3 or 4. Jonathan Cooper still in the game, making tackles.
Yeah, you mentioned that Monday night game with Arizona a week from tomorrow, the day of rest, although it's a day. It will help the Cowboys. They got a lot of beat-up people. That extra day will come in handy. Then, of course, they have the bye after the Arizona game. Then go right back to Monday in Las Vegas.
Now who's looking ahead? Here's Milton off a play fake. Bootleg, throws it out to Schoonmaker for a first down, and down the right side to the 35-yard line, brought down by Hufanga.
Let me just say, Brad, Jim, I rip off the rear view mirror, okay? I don't look behind. I'm only eyes forward, baby.
Yeah.
Eyes forward.
Well, that's kind of what I'm saying. You probably get Cooper Beebe back for the Arizona game, and then you probably get Overshown and Revel and Rebel back for the Vegas game. Here is a pass over the middle, tipped by McMillan on a blitz.
So it's a little quirky scheduling coming.
Oh, well.
It's Arizona a week from tomorrow, then the bye, and then Las Vegas on Monday
just
night.
forget about any kind of routine until the week before Thanksgiving. Because that's exactly right. It's Monday, bye week, Monday. Then a short week for Philadelphia. then Thanksgiving. How am I doing with your Excedrin headache now?
No, you're good. I'm clicking these off in my brain.
We're looking ahead. We're looking ahead. One to snap to Milton. A lot of time. Going deep. He's got Tolbert on the right side of the end zone. Touchdown. Nice throw by Milton. Laid it right in over his shoulder, over the top of Riley Moss.
Boy, beautiful throw right there.
Really nice throw.
Wow. Great touch, great trajectory.
They were having a discussion about whether Tolbert
got his feet
in, but they really did.
And we'll take a look at it here. The crowd doesn't think he did. We're seeing a replay here, and we say, they showed a fast motion.
It's
one.
The left toe might not have made it. If Sean wants to challenge this
they
in a game that he leads, it's a scoring play. That's right.
Challenge, but
yeah,
one down. I think he gets the right down. I think the left is clearly out of bounds.
Yeah, when you go heel toe, it's got to be both heels and both toes.
I think they just said let him go, let him play.
Okay, so the left toe is down first.
Did it get down?
It got down first. So it's a touchdown. And Aubrey's extra point is good. And it's 44-24 Denver. 35 yards on the touchdown from Joe Milton.
Don't tell Brock Hoffman this game's over, Brad. Oh. Okay, because he's still out there scrapping and jawing after the extra point.
We had him on the Cowboys Hour last Monday night. And I asked Hoffman about, you ever seen the picture of him where he's got all the face black on?
Yeah.
And I said, what's up with the war paint? And he said, I start putting it on a couple hours before the game. I've got this little stick of stuff, and I put it on, and I can feel the mental change. And he says, by the time it's done, it's football Brock. And when we get to football Brock, it's a whole different guy.
I love it.
And so I said, it's hard for me to watch you because I got to watch the ball, but there was one game, I don't remember which game, where you got on a guy. I'm watching the monitor and you, and you drove the guy into, the Green Bay game. Oh, I loved that play.
Oh, he knew.
Yeah. Oh, he knew exactly. He knew exactly. Cowboys go 65 yards in 6 plays in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Milton's first Cowboys touchdown. No onside kick. And it'll go to Bidet. No, Mims. Mims will take it. And brought down at the 30-yard line by C.J. Goodwin.
Well, isn't it too bad that football can't be like boxing? In boxing, you can throw that white towel into the ring and tell the referee it's over. My guy's done. Can't we? I mean, obviously it's a bigger field than a boxing ring. Can we get one of those guns that shoot like the T-shirts out into the crowd, and you can shoot the towel into the field?
Tolbert and Milton don't want that.
No.
And the former Baylor Bear, Jarrett Stidham, has come in to give Bo Nix the rest of the afternoon off. For the Denver Broncos, they are taking over at their 29-yard line. Stidham hands it to Harvey, and he is swarmed at the line of scrimmage by Jadeveon Clowney.
Bo Nix with a 4-touchdown day today. He finishes 19 of 29, 247 yards, 4 touchdowns, and the 1 Bridges interception on the very first drive for the Broncos. And let me tell you, the Tolbert touchdown was only the second receiving touchdown that the Broncos have given up to a wide receiver all season long.
How about that? I mean, they're good. They're just that good. Here is a delayed handoff to Harvey. Up the middle for a couple. We've got 3:50 left to play. Solomon Thomas with the tackle. I'm just going to, last time I'll say it. Just don't get your hindquarters in an uproar over who did what and why their defense was this and that, and why can't that's who they are. Those are the players they have against an above average, good but not great offense, but their defense is that good, and you can't put your offense in that kind of a position under those circumstances. So that just was. Don't worry about it. Hand off to Bidet, who runs the ball up. He's their third running back up to the 39. And as I was remembering him, because he went to Missouri, Tyler Bidet, and I spent the whole week saying, I just wish he'd change the pronunciation of your last name. I just don't feel good about. But that's his name.
What is a bidet?
GTS. You may employ the Google machine.
I'm just going to let this clock run down. Denver is 4th and 1. Going to take a timeout, my guess is, when there's 1 second left on the play clock, and they do. Trying to run all the time they can off. So 2:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter in Denver. Broncos leading at 44-24. And so, Brad, 4 years from now, when the Broncos come to AT&T Stadium, barring some quirk in the scheduling, we're going to say Cowboys haven't beaten them in the last 8 tries, because they're now 0 for their last 8, Dallas is, against Denver.
Yep, but we'll always have Super Bowl 12.
Hey. Well, how about this? The last time the Cowboys beat Denver in Denver was 1992. The last time they beat Denver in Dallas was 1995. Both years they won the Super Bowl.
So
that same year. So
we're saying in 2029.
Yes, if they beat them, just book the Super Bowl ticket.
Write that.
Yes.
2:30 remaining. 44-24 Denver. 4th down and just about a yard at their own 38. No reason to get crazy. They'll punt it away. Short kick. End over end. That will go out of bounds somewhere between the 20 and the 25, I think.
No, they're going to keep walking this one up. Go, Mr. Official.
20.
Go. No, keep coming. Go.
Yeah, 4:30.
He stopped.
He keeps coming.
Yeah.
All the way to the 34.
I love that.
Short punt by the rookie, the Australian rookie, Crawshaw.
I'm sure you remember this, Brad. 1989. You were doing the games.
I remember that.
I was actually playing for the Dallas Cowboys at the time.
I recall.
The game went to overtime back in the day when they played overtime games in the preseason. Now, of course, they just say, it's a tie. And John Elway came out in the overtime. In the preseason.
In the preseason. Oh, I remember that very well.
Can you imagine today you put your starting quarterback? Well, I mean, if you play him even a snap at the beginning of the game, people howl.
No, hey, Dan Reeves was the Broncos coach. He was still mad at Jerry for firing Tom Landry.
But John Elway's saying, hey, I had nothing to do with that. What do you put me out here for?
Because I'm the coach. Here's a handoff to Blue. Starts right, nothing there. Tries to get back left. Stopped at the 30. Uwazurike makes the tackle. And we'll go to Christie.
Yeah, Jerry Jones remembers that preseason game. He talked about it in the owner's box interview today. So fresh in Jerry's mind.
I mean, listen, we've reached the, by the way, we've reached the WinStar World Casino and Resort 2-minute warning, and Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
Chin up, stiff upper lip. Real men don't ask for help. Today, these ideas no longer hold true, especially if you have advanced prostate cancer. Ask your doctor about your PSMA status. One scan could change the course of your advanced prostate cancer journey, because asking for help is the manliest thing you can do. Visit scanforpsma.com for the doctor discussion guide, which can help you navigate your next appointment. Sponsored by Novartis.
Football is a team sport. Every inch of gridiron gain, from the line of scrimmage to the painted end zone, relies on many heads, hands, and hearts working together. It's the same with healthcare. You need the right support, the right access, the right solution, when and where you need it. United Healthcare is the proud healthcare sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. We bring coverage you can count on into Cowboys territory. See how at uhc.com.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you... Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine.
Wow. Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service, guaranteed. credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
Hey y'all, Matt Pittman of Meat Church here. As the official pitmaster of the Dallas Cowboys, I'm on the road a lot during the season. The one bag I rely on to be my daily driver, the Easy Access Yeti Ranchero backpack. I use it to carry my knives, water bottle, and of course, my Meat Church seasonings. It's my do-it-all, everyday backpack that I trust all season long. And since it's a Yeti bag, I know it's built to keep trucking for years to come. Check out Yeti's full line of tough-as-nails backpacks at Yeti.com or a Yeti store near you.
Cowboy fans, this season choose Miller Lite, the only light beer brewed with great taste, 96 calories, and only 3.2 carbs. It's Miller time.
Back in Denver, we're at the 2-minute warning here in the fourth quarter. Broncos leading the Cowboys 44-24. Let me tell you how they got there on our Reliant scoring recap. Cowboys actually intercepted Bo Nix on Denver's first drive. They turned that into a field goal. They had a 3-0 lead. It's the last lead they would have. So right now, again, Broncos leading it 44-24.
And Joe Milton, for his second series, has a first down at his own 29. Hands the ball to Malik Davis, who's in at running back. Plunges for a yard, stopped by Karine Reed. So the 2-5 Cardinals will come to the 3-4-1 Cowboys a week from tomorrow night.
Kyler Murray never lost at AT&T Stadium, correct? Is that still?
I believe that's right.
I believe that's right. High school, college, pros. Hey, Clayton Adams, Cowboys offensive coordinator, should know how to defend him. He should help out the defense because he'd been in Arizona the last few years.
Cowboys called
Dallas,
timeout.
a 30-second timeout.
Just because the play clock was getting away from them.
I've been informed 9-0 for Kyler Murray at AT&T.
9-0. Now, is he still hurt? He was out for a while.
Yeah, he was. That's a good question. He didn't play today. I know.
I know. No, nor did he play Thursday night, nor will he play tomorrow.
Arizona had a bye. So,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, just have to flush this one and move on. If you're the Cowboys, Broncos will be riding high with it. From the 31, it's 3rd down and 8. Here's a handoff to Davis. Malik Davis gang tackled as he picks up about a yard off left end.
You're really into the toilet references today, aren't you? Flush this one, bidet. I mean, anything? Are we missing anything here?
It's the man's name.
Who's on first?
I don't know. Third base. All I can do is say the man's name.
Beautiful. Hey, we look out. I don't know which end zone that is, but you can see this the Denver skyline and some clouds, and it's really pretty.
Interesting that he's going to punt the ball away with 37 seconds left. Moss is back.
Oh, boy. This is launched.
Anger got all of this one. Moss drifting back, called for a fair catch, made it at about his 8.
I'm waiting for the Bob Thomas number on that punt because, that was nailed. And Bob Thomas is telling me 60 yards.
60-yard punt for the man they call Banger. So 28 seconds left. And this one's in the books.
That'll help your net punting right there, 60 yards. No return.
So there, unfortunately, you have been on the receiving end of one of these as a player. What do you do when you got more games to play?
Well, you sulk for a little while.
Yeah.
You lick your wounds, and you got to go again. And that's where the head coach comes in. Brian Schottenheimer will have to kind of rally these guys up somehow, some way. The interesting thing is we know Denver had literally a historic comeback last week against the Giants. And on Monday, I'm watching Sean Payton's press conference, and he's got a number, Brad. The teams that have come back from X amount of points in the fourth quarter to win the game are 2-17 the following week. So he was going to make sure he was on point with this team because you can't. A big win like that can linger. You got to hope big loss like the Cowboys had today doesn't linger, and you're ready to go against Arizona.
He was sending the message, and I believe they got it.
Yeah, they got it.
The Broncos played very well, up to their capabilities. The Cowboys may have played up to theirs defensively, although it didn't look like that last week. But this is going to just be an ongoing roller coaster with this team defensively this year. The offense happily will face very few defenses that will give them these problems. Is that a fair statement?
Oh, yeah, and the offense has kept them in games because they've been able to score a lot of points. And 24 today, and I know one was a Joe Milton. I don't like to call them garbage time points, but they struggled, but they're not going to play a defense like this every week. Now, the downside is if you think you're a playoff team, you're going to play defenses like this more than not. And, they just couldn't block them. John McKay used to say, I've found through years of experience that the team that blocks and tackles the best usually wins a game, and this team didn't block real well.
We said last week the Cowboys were averaging, going into last week's game, a second in the league, 5.3 times scoring either a field goal or a touchdown per game. And the way the defense had been playing, I said you really got to count on 6, which is really hard to do. Today the Cowboys scored 3 times. The Broncos scored 7 times. 6 of them were touchdowns. You won't come back from that very often. So Zach and Brian, show grace, be kind. It is what it is. The post-game show is next. Arizona a week from tomorrow night at AT&T Stadium. Denver 44, Dallas 24 is the final score. Fellas, over to you.
This has been a production of the Dallas Cowboys Football Club. How about them Cowboys?
All rights of this broadcast are reserved, and any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written permission of the Dallas Cowboys is prohibited.
Today's game on the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network was brought to you by
Luke Casey, official boot of the Dallas Cowboys and Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. AT&T, connecting changes everything. Pepsi, whether tailgating at the stadium or grilling at home, on game day, Cowboys fans deserve Pepsi. J.C. Penney, make it count. And by Neuron, your all-new 22-volt cordless platform from Hilti.
Today's game was also brought to you by
Dallas Cowboys broadcasts here on 1017 The Team are brought to you in part by Jacuzzi Cal Spa's Wellness, Clark's Pet Emporium, International Protection Services, All In Autographs, and Duke City Ready Mix. Cowboys broadcasts on 1017 The Team are also brought to you in part by Downs Racetrack and Casino, Next Level Restoration and Remodel, Water Authority,